Welcome. It is another night of Big Train Baseball, and luckily for us and all of you at home, it is sunny. Could not be more sunny. Again, last night, if you were tuned in to Nick and I, it ended quite early. It was quite the storm in Bethesda.
Yeah, it felt like we were just watching a loop of The Price is Right losing music. Dun, 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 dun. Because it started out fine. We're like, the storm's going to pass. The weather says it's going around us, and we see nothing off in the distance. Then you spotted lightning. I'm like, that's not lightning. Then it was lightning.
Yeah.
I'm like, you were right. Uh-oh. And it just destroyed the field.
Yeah, honestly, the field was just in not good shape last night. We waited and tried to, till the last minute call it off, but eventually it just had to be done. That will continue as a doubleheader later this season. I believe the next time the Giants come to Shirley Povich. But tonight, the Big Train taking on the DC Grays. On the mound for the Train will be Cade Woods. In the field, it's going to be Sean Lane at first, Warren Holzmer at second, Petre at short, and Peyton Schultz at third. In the outfield, going to be Luke Nowak in the left, DM Jefferson in the center, and Garrett Felix in the right. DHing tonight, Colton Hegwood, and behind the plate, Clay Wargo. So a good lineup for the Train. They're going to look to rebound after falling in Alexandria 2 nights ago.
Yeah, taking a look at Caleb Waltz on the mound. The righty hasn't seen a lot of action that's in the books yet for the Train.
Cade Woods.
Cade Woods. Wow, that was a horrible mistake. Oh, I was reading Caleb Waltz. Oops, sorry. Cade Woods has seen some action for the Train. That's horrible.
The other K-Dub.
2 games started, 2.1 innings pitched. We haven't seen him go long quite yet, but he started that first game only going .2. Then he went 1 2/3. So now he's building up, and he's been good in what he's done. He's only given up 2 hits, has 5 Ks to his name, no runs quite yet. So very small sample size, but very promising stuff from him as he works his way back.
Yeah, again, Cade Woods working back from an injury. So just awesome no matter when he's out here just to see him on the mound. Very exciting for Big Train fans. And I think the Train have a good opportunity here against a Grays team that's unfortunately struggling a bit this year. The Train 15-5, the Grays 6-13. So just really has not been their season. But I will say, when we went to DC on Sunday, Grays gave us a run for our money. The guys waited till the top of the ninth to pull that one out.
Yeah, look, they're not a team with the best record. Actually, they're tied for the worst record in the league. But they're not a team that's getting battered. They have the 3rd most runs scored in the league, and in terms of earned runs given up by opponents, they're 4th.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's both defensive stats. They're doing completely fine with their pitching. It's their hitting that has been lacking them so far.
The Train have been well balanced on both sides, defense and offense, so hopefully that can continue tonight. And leading off for the Grays is going to be the left fielder, Derek Booker.
Booker's going to get things started here. He's batting just .063 for DC so far this season.
First strike in from Cade Woods, count 0-1, and we're off.
Why is the scoreboard not letting me update? That's quite weird. I'm pressing the button that says add a strike, and it's not working with me.
A ball there, so count evens. Or excuse me, another strike, count 0-2. Sometimes it just does that.
I tried doing that. Oh, there we go. No, those are outs.
Oops, sorry.
All good. Derek Booker out of St. Mary's College of Maryland.
0-2. 1, 2, 3 pitches from Cade Woods. Derek Booker goes down swinging. Great stuff to start for the Alabama boy. Up now will be the center fielder, Blancato.
Blancato, someone faring much better on the season. He's had 50 at-bats, and he's hitting .340 in those. His 8 RBI are second on the team, only behind Aaron Thomas.
Thomas, who we saw hit a home run against the Train earlier this year. First pitch to Blancato, strike 1.
The Georgia Southern athlete behind here early, and 4 straight strikes for Woods.
Yeah, great stuff from Cade Woods so far. Again, look to see him go more than an inning as he's did the last time. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikes.
He is absolutely rolling here, and Blancato is an outstanding player. Made the 2022 Sun Belt All-Tourney team. 2022 Statesboro Regional All-Tourney team. A highly respected player in the sport.
The 0-2 fouled off.
There goes the hopes of the immaculate inning. I thought that could be it. This guy does not look like he's coming off an injury. The only reason you can tell is because they keep pulling him way earlier than you'd think they would, which is a good decision. I'm not hating on it.
But I was even surprised. Like, he had that 3-batter limit the first time he came out, and then a week later he came back and pitched almost 2 full innings, swing and a miss. But he gets some contact. Never mind. So at bat will continue.
Yeah, very little contact there. Very, very close to strike 3, but Blancato just staying in there at the plate for as long as he can.
On deck will be Buford, and the third baseman.
Blancato, a dangerous hitter. He's top 10 in the league in average. He's not high in RBI, though. Again, DC last in the league in runs scored. They need some of that run support for their pitchers. And right now, it's not looking good against the, I thought I had a big word for it. The outstanding Cade Woods.
Simply put.
Does 1 hour of GRE prep, thinks he's a big brain. Does not know the truth. He's been great so far. I mean, he hasn't thrown a single ball in 6 pitches.
All ready for the 0-2 again. Fires. Another foul ball from Blancato. Blancato, a guy, like you said, very talented. He was batting above 300 for Georgia Southern this past year. Had a lot of accolades in that Sun Belt League. Sun Belt Conference. Sun Belt League is a college summer baseball league.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying. Like, some of them are called conferences, some of them are called divisions. Like, it's weird. They're all supposedly conferences, but...
The 0-2 hit out to Petre, fielded over to Sean Lane. 2 batters faced, 2 outs for Cade Woods.
I mean, Blancato was fighting as hard as he could there, but that entire at-bat, it felt like Cade Woods just had the step on him. Credit to Blancato for not going down like Booker did, but Cade Woods, he's rolling right now.
Yeah, seriously. Now he'll face, again, the third baseman, Buford.
Buford, 44 at-bats, batting a clean .250 on the season.
Woods taking his time, getting ready for the first pitch. Sends it in, swing and a miss. Count 0-1. Still looks so good.
I mean, they just can't touch him right now.
I mean, when he heads back in the fall to school, he'll be going to University of Alabama, SEC program, the 0-1. Fouled back, count 0-2. And, I mean, he looks ready to go. I've been so impressed with, a lot of these guys came from really, really good schools where they didn't see too much playing time, not to any fault of their own, just because of how young they were. And they just look ready to go for Division I baseball.
Okay. If they had chosen any other program, they would be starters.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that they chose elite programs, and they got to wait for their turn, and they're here showing out, reminding their coaches why they're coming.
The 0-2 fouled toward the third base side.
That was by far the best contact we've seen off of Woods so far. I mean, that was a dribbler to shortstop, but that actually came off the bat with something. We'll see if Buford can do that again, but put it in play.
Woods still yet to throw a ball.
I'm outstanded.
The 0-2, that one hit deep into left field. It'll drop. It's going to be a double for Buford.
Credit to Buford. He was figuring out Woods there. Let's hope it was an aberration and it's just Buford who has his number and not the rest of this DC order.
Yeah, up next is going to be the first baseman, Dane Camphausen. So still not a ball thrown from Cade Woods, but an extra base hit for Buford puts the Grays in scoring position.
Camphausen a little cold, just 1 hit in his last 8 at-bats. Has drawn 4 strikes across those, or 4 walkouts, across those 4 games, though.
Woods, the first pitch, swing and a miss.
God. Woods really not showing any slowing down despite the double from Buford.
Has the 2 outs again. Booker and Blancato, so lots to work with. Wanted to leave him stranded. The 0-1, again, swung, no contact. Count 0-2.
Look how much Camphausen was choking up on that bat. He's trying to get some sort of contact off of Woods. He was almost off the handle with his hands there. Gonna take a wider or a lower grip now.
Woods, the 0-2. That one popped up. Calling it is Holzmer at second in the infield. And he makes the catch. Great stuff from Cade Woods to get started for the Train. The Grays leave Buford stranded on second, and we come back. It'll be Luke Nowak, per usual, leading off for Bethesda. Your big Train batting order tonight, it's going to go Luke Nowak, DM Jefferson, Emilian Petri, Garrett Felix, Peyton Schultz, Sean Lane, Warren Holzmer, Clay Wargo, and rounded off by the DH in Colton Hegwood. On the mound for the Grays is Kai Cummings from Mount St. Mary's. In the field, Booker at left field, Blancano in the center, Thomas in the right, Torres behind the plate in the infield, Camphausen at first, Vandenberg at second, Buford at third, and at short, Deppman.
Cummings on the mound for the DC Grays. He had an outstanding outing last time on the mound against the Aces.
Swing and a miss to get things started for Luke Nowak. Nowak, the only batter we saw last night before the torrential downpour began, and he did have a base hit, so hopefully he can channel some of that energy from what was left unfinished.
Yeah, it felt like he was gonna have a good night. That was a great hit to get things started. Disappointing it didn't get to continue.
0-1 in the dirt. First ball of the game. Shout out Cade Woods. Count 1-1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Cummings, last game in that 7-0 victory over the Aces, he went 6 scoreless innings for the Grays, giving up just 4 hits.
Very impressive stuff. 1-1. Gets in there. Count 1-2.
I remember we were wondering, how on earth did the Grays beat the Aces? Apparently this guy's why.
Apparently him. I mean, unsurprising. We've seen most teams throwing out their best starting pitcher against the big Train. I mean, Train number 1 in the league, have the potential to do some serious damage at bat and have a great pitching core of their own. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Cummings showing us some of that stuff he showed the Aces. Strike 3.
Good breaking ball there. Nowak tracking it. Can't get a piece of it. And there goes 1 out for Kai Cummins.
Up now, DM Jefferson. Center fielder tonight for the Train.
That is a horrible remix of that Miko song. A lot of the guys have changed their walk-up songs again, some for the better, some for the worse.
First pitch to Jefferson. Strike 1 from Cummings. They keep making requests. I wonder, like, I don't know. If I were a player, I feel like I'd want to stick with the same thing. But I guess maybe you're, like, listening to a song one day, and you're like, oh, this shouldn't be my new walk-up song. So, like, the 0-1. High and away, ball 1.
Well, I would get superstitious. If I'm like 0 for 5 with a walk-up song, like, I gotta change it. Gotta switch the flow.
True. That's actually so true.
Meanwhile, if I'm hitting dingers, I could be walking up to sunshines, lollipops, and rainbows, and I wouldn't care if I'm hitting well.
I'm pretty sure Baylor changed Slim Shady right after he hit the homer.
Does he have no? That's not even superstitious. That's just feeling your vibe. I'm surprised he changed. Well, didn't he want to change it because he didn't want his parents hearing Eminem, or was that a different guy?
No, I think that was someone else.
That was
yeah,
funny.
Last night some of the guys were like, hey, can you start the song at this point? Like, I don't want my parents to hear this part. Although most of what we use has to be family friendly because...
Yeah, it's all clean. It's just like they don't want... I don't think they wanted them to know they listen to that specific artist, I guess. And Eminem, fair. Fair, you want to hide that, I guess.
The 2-1 swung on and missed by DM Jefferson. Count evens. DM, a really good hitter, had the first triple of the train season over in Alexandria the other night.
Yeah, he was just hitting extra base hits like a madman. He's got 4 on the season and just 23 at-bats.
The 2-2 makes the count full.
Pretty well-packed crowd tonight.
I was going to say, it's a Sunday night. It's July 4th weekend.
Not as packed as the Lego store, but very packed. No, very glad to see the fans pull up. Yeah, it's 4th of July weekend. I love it.
The 3-2, swing and a miss for DM Jefferson. So Cummings taking care of 2 of the train's best hitters. But he'll have a third coming up in Emilian Pitre.
Yeah, not quite free from the dangers of this order yet. It's interesting. They all want to change their song at the same time. It's almost like one guy is like, I'm going to change my song. And then everyone else is like, yeah, we're changing. The peer pressure.
Cummings, first pitch to Pitre, a strike. He is getting ahead in these counts. Obviously, eventually fell full to DM, but Cummings got the stuff.
Yeah, he's pitching very well. I mean, this could be a duel between 2 guys. We'll see how long each gets sent. We know Woods, of course, probably on some sort of restriction. Oh.
No contact there. Whiff from Pitre, count 0-2.
Had him, like, on that high looping breaking ball. That thing came so far up, I thought it was going to hit the press box, and then just dove straight down in front of the plate. Hard pitch to cope with.
Cummings ahead 0-2. Fires. That one fouled off.
All right, good job, Pitre. Now you got a piece of it. Now you got to follow it up and get all of it. Let's go.
No Canadian national anthem tonight. Canada Day the moment has passed, but they did play it yesterday.
I think it's because Patrick forgot the Canadian flag
Oh, right.
at home.
He said he forgot it at home. Such a bummer.
We're a multinational team.
The 0-2, well hit by Pitre, down into the gap of center and right. A nice base hit for Emilian will bring up Garrett Felix.
He read the breaking ball very, very well. It looped right up, and then Pitre just sent it out into the outfield. Great read from him at the plate, showing you why he's one of the best contact hitters in college ball.
Going to be up to Garrett Felix to make something happen here. 2 outs, similar to what we saw with the Grays in the top of the first. 2 outs and then a runner on. But can the train make something happen offensively?
2 outs. It's going to be hard. Just naturally the odds are against you when you don't have that many outs in your favor. But never say die with this train team.
Felix, a guy who knows how to get on base. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. Count 0-1. On deck, should we see him, will be Peyton Schultz. 3 guys right now who have been selected for the All-Star game on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. Big Train pumping out a lot of talent to that game.
I believe we'll have 9 guys going. Official graphics will come out soon, made by Jacob, of course. The 0-1, nicely hit by Felix, will drop very similarly in the gap between right and center. Pitre going to round all the way to third. Felix on first. And now it'll be Peyton Schultz.
Uh-oh, they're starting to read Cummings' breaking ball, which through the first 2 batters was his best pitch. Do the train have his number now? It's possible. 2 Ks, 2 hits. Who's going to win out to end this inning?
Pitre and Felix, 2 of the most consistent hitters early on for the train. I think both of them got a little cold when we were on the road for so long, but the past couple nights have been great and really back in action, which is exactly what you want to see.
Look, it's a long, arduous journey to Alexandria.
Ball comes in the dirt, and Garrett Felix will advance to second. Good attempt from Torres to protect the ball, but he just kind of lost it. And Felix going to make it easily. 2 runners in scoring position now for the train. Count 1-0 to Peyton Schultz.
Yeah, but seriously, being on the road for that long is tough. You like playing in front of your home fans. Even in a smaller league, you know, not the big leagues, you still have hundreds of people coming out each day to support you. That makes everything just a little bit easier. And when they're yelling at you, makes everything a little bit harder.
Cummings, the 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1 the count, but honestly, I think this might have been the first batter we saw Cummings fall behind. He got a lot of guys swinging.
Yeah, he was going at him with his primary and then just giving him the breaking ball in strong doses. But right now, they've got the breaking ball. Can Schultz continue to read?
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Count 1-2.
That was just, I think, a low heater there. He swung behind the ball. I think based off of the way it was coming in, he was expecting the breaking ball. Cummings keeping him guessing. He's got him coming. Can he get him going? Back to the bench.
Cummings, the 1-2. That one popping up. Calling it is the third baseman, Buford, and he's there. So 2 hits, but 2 runners left stranded that inning for the train. When we come back, it'll be Harper, the DH, at the plate for the Cade Woods on the mound still for Bethesda, and at the plate it's going to be the DH Harper for the Grays.
Max Harper, 262 on the season. Leads one of the higher batters on the team in RBIs with 8 and an impressive power hitter with 2 homers.
First ball of the game from Cade Woods. Count 1-0 to Max Harper. Again, Woods struck out Booker. Blancato grounded out. Buford had a hit, but then Camphausen flew out to end the inning. Count 1-1 now.
That was the first ball we've seen Woods throw.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, did you already? Oh.
Yes, I did. That will hit Harper right on the helmet. So a hit by pitch will send Max Harper to first and bring up Aaron Thomas.
Yeah, shock from the crowd. Woods was having a lot of control, but sometimes a pitch just escapes your hand, and that looks like that's what happened there. And he will take his base.
Again, that's why these guys wear helmets.
Oh, yeah. I would not want to be hit helmetless, or even with a helmet, by
either.
a Woods pitch of any speed.
That one just dinged him right on the top of the plastic. First pitch to Thomas, a strike. Good stuff. Woods getting ahead.
Bounce back from that. It's just one runner on. You can cope with that. Sometimes a hit by pitch can get in a pitcher's head, especially if the batter's chirping, but there wasn't anything there. It was clearly just a wild pitch.
The 0-1 swing and a miss. Count 0-2. Woods back in business.
Attack that zone. Good stuff.
Yeah, shake it off.
Very level head for a guy who has not been able to play a lot. He's been out for almost 14 months, I think.
I know. He told us that first train game that he played in where he just faced the 3 batters, it had been 14 months since he saw the mound. Just an amazing story. The 0-2 swing and a miss. 3 pitches and a strikeout to Aaron Thomas, who we know can hit a homer against the train earlier.
Yeah, Woods is fine.
Confirmed.
The hit by pitch was seemingly not representative of what he can do. And from what we've seen, it definitely wasn't. But still, one runner on. Got to approach with some caution here as Deppman approaches.
Yeah, Brian Deppman, the shortstop. At bat now for the Grays. Again, Harper, the lone runner, out on first. First pitch a bit low in the dirt, well protected by Clay Wargo. Count 1-0.
Brian Deppman, a Georgetown boy.
Oh, he went to Georgetown Prep.
Yeah. He's ranked the number 9th shortstop in Maryland, 58th overall, when he was at G-Town Prep. What was the reaction there? You know, people from Georgetown Prep?
Yeah, one of my cousins still goes there. One of my cousins graduated from there a couple, 2 years ago. So. Woods, the 1-0. That one fouled back. I wonder if, Jason and DM ever played this guy. The DC private school baseball scene.
I was going to say they were both definitely playing in the same
club circuit.
league. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
if
they
ever
did.
played school-wise. Jason Schifoni and DM Jefferson were high school teammates at St. John's, for those who didn't know. The 1-1 swung and a missed. Count 1-2.
Head on the count here, looking for his 3rd K of the day. It's been great stuff from Cade Woods. Can he keep chopping down the batters?
Readying the 1-2. Oh, just missed. Oh, no, they did. It did. I didn't see the call from the ump.
Neither did I.
Interesting. Anyways, I was like, there's no way that missed, but I'll hit them with a just miss. No.
Yeah.
Deppman goes down, and that'll be strikeout number 3 for Cade Woods. The catcher Torres at the plate.
I feel like in our broadcaster language, just missed means that was a bad call.
Yeah. That's why I was like, no way. And it was a strike. Woods going to take a step off the mound for a sec as he attempts to pick off Harper at first.
Torres hitless through 12 plate appearances, 7 Ks to the Gardner-Webb product. That is a D1 program.
Where is it?
That's a good question. I feel like it's in North Carolina.
First pitch swung on, no contact from Torres. Count 0-1.
The Bulldogs are from Boiling Spring, North Carolina. They're in the Big South.
Cool. Woods readying for the 0-1 to Torres.
Taking his time out there.
Pitch comes in, another swing and a miss. Great stuff from Cade Woods. Again, that hit by pitch just looking more and more like a fluke.
Well, this is what you're going to see from a guy coming back from a major injury. A guy of his level showing you what he can do, but then maybe giving up a double, maybe giving up a hit by pitch. They just got to get back to 100%. And right now, he's looking pretty dang close to that.
The 0-2. That'll be foul.
Barely got a piece of that one, did Torres. I mean, if you're 0 for 12 in the season, I wouldn't expect to be anything less than 0 of 13 against Cade Woods in this moment.
Woods will ready the 0-2 again. fires. Another foul tip from Torres. So definitely not going down easy.
The Bulldog is battling. He's showing that he's not going to be the easiest strikeout, despite striking out in over half of his plate appearances this season.
Yeah, number 8 in this order is Torres.
On deck is Vandenberg, the second baseman, behind him.
Woods, another 0-2. High for a ball. So count 1-2 now. Maybe just the second or third ball we've seen from Cade Woods.
4th ball in 31 pitches.
Oh my goodness, ridiculous stuff.
I mean, to be going into the zone that often and succeeding, 3 Ks, 2 back-to-back is outstanding. I'm running out of words to describe it. It's unreal to be able to do that consistently. It means you're really painting those corners.
Woods, the 1-2. That one hit to Peyton Schultz, but it'll go through to Emilian Petre, and they'll get it to first. Sean Lane with the out. And that'll end the inning for the Grays. They leave one runner, Harper, stranded. When we come back, Sean Lane, who just made that little out, will be at bat. Welcome back again. Leading off this inning for the Train is Sean Lane. Still on the mound, Kai Cummings for the Grays.
Sean Lane, 094 in the season, but shows his power often. He's got that 1 dinger and 13 RBIs. Can he get something to go here with the bases empty?
First pitch from Cummings, count 1-0. On deck will be Warren Holzmer, and in the hole, Clay Wargo, the guy whose contact hitting I've been very impressed with lately.
Yeah, Holsey's really taking it up a notch.
That one well hit by Sean Lane. Coming in is the left fielder, and he'll get there out in the left field. That's Booker. So a fly ball from Sean Lane, something he struggled with, unfortunately, continues to plague him. Now it'll be Warren Holzmer.
Holsey's been getting that average up a bit at 190. He and Wargo as well have been improving immensely.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about, but I think you thought I was talking about Holzmer.
No, I know you're talking about Wargo. I mean both of them. Because Holzmer's just been getting more used to being on this team. We saw him come in and start ice cold coming out of Virginia Tech. Came in the middle of the season.
Cummings, that one hit straight to Buford. Quick 5-3 ground out for the Grays. Will take care of Holzmer. Clay Wargo up to him to save this inning.
And Wargo's been batting with a bit of power, too. That exhibition we saw him against the Senators hit a homer and a double. Of course, that's not going to register. on the season statistics, but we know he has that kind of batting ability behind him.
I was going to say, it registered in our hearts and in his. You could tell he was just so happy after that game, so hopefully the momentum will continue from it. Cummings, first pitch to Wargo. Well hit deep into left field, and that'll be a base hit for Clay Wargo. Glad we were gassing him up because he just continues to impress.
Yeah, aggressive. First pitch, takes it, gets on base. You love to see it. And bring up another guy who's been making some improvements as well, Colton Hegwood.
Yeah, Colton Hegwood, the DH, batting number 9 in this order tonight. He's got one runner on, obviously, Clay Wargo.
And last we saw Colton, he was 1 for 4 at the Aces. One of the few batters to get something swinging in that 3-9 loss.
So again, the Train get a runner on, but it comes again with 2 outs. Cummings, first pitch to Hegwood. Take it for a ball.
Good job for Hegwood laying off that breaking ball. It's tempting. His pitch comes in, and it looks like it's just going to stay up there. Breaks very late. That's that gyro degree.
Cummings taking his time, readying the 1-0. A strike. Wargo definitely taking his lead at first.
So far on the season, we've not seen a single stolen base attempt from Clay Wargo. Could this be the first as we look to try and get something out of this second with 2 outs already on the board?
He is speedy for a catcher, so I wouldn't be too surprised. But the 1-1 to Hegwood, swing and a miss.
He's behind now here to Cummings. Cummings started his game off with 2 Ks, hasn't had one since. Can he get back to that strikeout form to end this second inning on a good note?
Cummings, pickoff attempt. Can't get there. Clay Wargo diving back safe. So Colton Hegwood still the 1-2 count.
Yeah, not even a tag attempt coming in from Camphausen there. Very, very safe was Clay Wargo.
Now the 1-2 to Hegwood. That one hit over the glove of Cummings. They'll get the tag, though, at second. Good stuff from, I believe that was the shortstop, Deppman. So Kai Cummings escapes the inning unscathed. Clay Wargo left stranded. Or no, not left stranded. They'll tag him out. So Train will look to continue good pitching. We believe we'll see someone new. We'll let you know when we come back. Now on the mound from one Bama boy to the next, Cade Woods comes off, and Brandon Clark will pitch for the Train. He'll face number 9 in the order for the Grays, Vandenberg, the second baseman. Final stats from Woods: 2 innings pitched, 3 Ks, 1 hit, 1 hit by pitch, no runs.
Today is just a Bama slamma jamma, because there's rumors that we might just see all 3 Bama boys today.
I know.
Light rumblings.
Clark, first pitch, a ball to Vandenberg. Yes, Connor Ball is on the lineup card that we saw, so perhaps he'll come in next. Only time will tell. That'd be crazy to see all 3 of them.
That would be great for Bama fans. They wouldn't have to watch multiple games. They just have it all consolidated.
A strike from Clark, count evens, 1-1.
So far, Clark has been pretty solid. He's 0-1 record-wise, but I'm a proponent of records being the worst stat to judge a pitcher by.
The 1-1, that one hit well, down out to left field, drops in front of Nowak. It'll be a base hit for Vandenberg.
Looking at his other stats, from 7 innings, he's gotten 9 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, just 7 hits. Solid stats. He has given up a couple more runs than you would like, 6 earned runs across those 4 appearances, but he's shown some great stuff so far.
I mean, yeah, he's always been able to rebound well. I remember it was a bit of a struggle for him. He gave up 4 runs in the first and then came in and was really efficient in the second, kind of to make up for it. So he's got the fight. First pitch to Booker now. Count 1-0.
It's weird. The games are that Crop Dusters game, everything is logged as June 30th, but that appearance was all the way back on June, I don't even know, 7th?
2-0 now, the count.
So his order of appearances, because he also pitched in that canceled Braves game, it's just all out of whack. It reads, first game was on June 27th, then the 12th, then the 25th, then the 30th.
Yeah, all over the place.
Ooh, that's a birdie.
Clark, the 2-0. There we go. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
That's a nasty pitch from Clark.
Booker, first at bat of the game, went down swinging in 3 pitches from Cade Woods. The 2-1. There we go. Evens the count. Clark fighting back here, down 2-0, now 2-2.
DB Derek Booker looking to DB do better. Right now, Clark is fighting back into this count. 2 straight balls, responds, 2 straight strikes.
Clark readying. The 2-2. Count full.
I wonder if this is going to be a season high for most pitchers from the same team. I know that's a specific fact, like the kind of trivia fact they throw out in the 7th inning or whatever, but...
Well, this might be like, even with just Clark and Woods together, isn't that kind of like the first... Doesn't that already beat the record?
2 pitchers from the same uni?
Yeah, that one fouled off.
I feel like that might have been met. I know, well, DC has a ton of Mount St. Mary's pitchers.
Oh, I thought you meant just on our team.
On our team, it definitely is.
Yeah.
You're right. Unless we saw...
But we've seen guys from the same team playing together. Like
Yeah. Schiavone and DM shared the outfield.
Yeah, but they're the same high school team.
I forgot that was the rain-out game that he wanted all the pictures of him and DM.
It'll happen. They'll be back.
Yeah.
The 3-2. And that'll be a walk for Booker. So Clark will send another runner to base. Now Vandenberg on second, Booker on first, and Blancato at the plate.
So like we mentioned earlier, DM and Schiavone went to high school together, and they're clearly buddies on the field. I was confused, like, how do they act like they know each other? They went to high school together, and Schiavone comes up to, was it you and our camerawoman?
Oh, he came up. Well, yesterday I was showing them the TikTok that we
Yeah.
potentially are going to make, and he was like, can you tell a photographer to get some pictures of me and DM in the outfield? And DM was like, dude, like, what? And Schiavone was like, I need pictures. Like, this is our first time playing together since high school. And DM was like, okay.
That's such a cute friendship. I friendship it. I hope that someday they're both playing, like, AAA ball together.
Clark with some heat to Blancato. Starts 0-1. That one a bit outside. Ball goes out of the glove of Clay Wargo, but he's on it, and the runners will hold.
Shouldn't say AAA ball. I think DM's an MLB level prospect, honestly.
Yeah, DM again playing for Notre Dame. Quite an impressive program, and we were talking about it earlier. Just to see playing time at a program like that as a first year is huge. I believe he'll be quite the asset for them in the fall.
Do you think Notre Dame is going to do a mascot change?
The 1-1? I'm not sure. Count 2-1. Have people been asking for that?
Yeah, because I mean, it makes sense. Fighting Irish ties back to that stereotype about Irish immigrants from back around when that mascot was made.
Mm-hmm.
So I could easily see that getting changed soon. But it is one of the most iconic ones in sports.
Yeah. Count now 3-1. So Clark definitely struggling a bit on the mound right now.
Blancato grounded out 6-3 last time. He's got a chance to get on base here with the count heavily in his favor.
Clark eyeing Vandenberg, the runner on second. But the 3-1, and that'll be another ball. Brandon Clark going to walk Blancato and load the bases for the DC Grays.
So I forgot Blancato's the guy who books it to the base whenever he gets a walk. He is not messing around.
Still no outs. Bases loaded here. And Buford at the plate, who did have the double against Cade Woods in the top of the first.
Yeah, Buford, one of the guys who was getting something, like you said, off of the seemingly untouchable Woods. Now he's just got to fight Clark, who's not as poignant so far today.
1 to start against Buford. Brandon Clark desperately needs to record an out here. It's Vandenberg on third, Booker on second, and Blancato on first now. Clark, the 0-1. Strike.
Nice pitch, Brandon Clark. The off speed looked like, I guess, a slurve maybe. Kind of just drooped into the zone. Beautiful. Lefty coming in on the righty.
He's ahead now, 0-2. Looks focused out there.
Come on, now finish your dinner.
Clark, the 0-2. That one, well hit. Foul.
I was going to say, because that looked like it was going to land if it stayed fair.
Yeah.
Despite, the wheels on Garrett Felix and the hustle he was putting out there in right field. That could have been dangerous had it been 2-3 feet to the left.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to drop just in front of Garrett Felix. So good thing it stayed in foul territory. Count still 0-2. Brandon Clark with an opportunity to get his first out. Shakes it off.
Come on, it's a foul ball. You can't think about how close it might have been to being fair. That's something we talk about as broadcasters. That's not a problem for Brandon Clark. He knows he's fighting here.
The 0-2. Fouled off again by Buford.
Buford not relenting at the plate. Just hanging in there.
Clark still searching for a K. And he's given up a base hit and 2 walks. Readying another 0-2 pitch. Be a ball.
All right, first ball he's thrown in 5 pitches. That's fine. Credit to Buford for making him throw 5 pitches, though. This could have easily been a 1-2-3 the way Clark's been pitching, but he's fouled a couple off. He's fought in this at-bat. Now he's just got to put something in play. It doesn't even have to be pretty. Pop it up.
Now a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good stuff from Brandon Clark. Takes care of Buford. Goes down swinging. 1 out. Bases still loaded, and now batting will be Camphausen.
All right, he's on the comeback trail. Now up's Camphausen, who flew out in the infield during his last at-bat. Another one of those would be great right now for B. Clark.
B. Clark.
BC?
Sounds like Canada.
Yeah, British Columbia. That was an English accent. What am I doing?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Count 1-0 to start here against Camphausen, the first baseman.
I can't do a Canadian accent. The only thing I know is Toronto, they call it Toronto. They dropped the first O. Toronto. Because I was getting yelled at by my family for calling it Toronto.
The 1-0 to Camphausen. Strike.
Whew, all right. Been liking that. I guess it's a slider coming in from him. Let me consult my graphics for lefty. Yeah, that looks like some sort of slurve just dropping in, attacking those right-handed batters on the inside of their zone. Not an easy thing to do in a lefty-righty.
The 1-1 gets in there again. Count 1-2. Camphausen batting cleanup tonight for the Grays. He's 286 on the season. The Grays only have 3 batters above 300.
Shocked they're batting Aaron Thomas in the 6.
Thomas is batting 236.
It's their power hitter. 3 homers.
That's a ball. Count 2-2. Two of the guys batting above 300 are not in the lineup right now. That's Zippe batting 391 and then Orvat batting 316. So Blancato, the only batter in the starting lineup above 300 for the Grays tonight.
I think the Horvat thing might be because he pitches a lot. They're resting him. Did he pitch?
2-2, or excuse me, the 2-2 now 3-2.
Horvat pitched on the 1st, so they might be giving him a little bit of time off from playing, period.
Valid. Well, that's impressive. He pitches and bats above 300. Quite the utility guy for the Grays.
He puts this team on his back at some point. The Washington and Jefferson College guy. He plays in that same conference as Haverford.
The 3-2 from Clark. That one hit to Peyton Schultz. 1 at second. And the out at first. Good stuff from the big train infield. The double play. And the Grays cannot make anything happen with the bases loaded. Huge rebound from Brandon Clark and awesome support from his defense. When we come back, it'll be Luke Nowak batting back to the top of the order for the train.
And
leading off this inning for the train, Luke Nowak. And new pitcher, surprised to see Kai Cummings taken out again. We had talked about how he pitched 6 innings at Alexandria, but they will take him off the mound. It'll be Joe Bloodell from William & Mary.
previously at Fordham, he pitched 2 innings for them, gave up 1 run. At the plate was 1 for 5.
First pitch from Bloodell to Nowak. That one hit over the glove of the pitcher, fielded from the shortstop to the first baseman, but goes past him, and Luke Nowak going to reach second base.
Oh my God, that could have been a 3 bases too, because as the first baseman, Camphausen, tried to pick it up, he lost it.
So Nowak going to reach on an error and now in scoring position. And it'll be DM Jefferson at the plate.
Yeah, was that? Would you say that was on Camphausen for the failed catch attempt?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So we're going to call it an E3. We'll check point streak to see what they said. But
Oh yeah, again.
Nick and I think E3.
Yeah, and we're the experts here. Let's be honest.
DM Jefferson, a great opportunity here to avenge his strikeout.
They're registering it as an error on the shortstop, Brian Detman.
A wild pitch from Bladell. Ball 1 to Jefferson, and Nowak will advance now, runner on third.
All right, farthest the Train have had a runner since the first when Petrie reached third. Great opportunity for them to get stuff rolling.
They're calling it an error on
Shortstop.
Detman.
Yes.
Interesting. Bladell now, Luke Nowak in the corner, and DM Jefferson about ahead 1-0. The 1-0 comes in. That one well hit by DM Jefferson. The second baseman cannot get there, and Luke Nowak comes home. First run on the board for the Train. DM Jefferson on first, no outs. And this Grays infield just really struggling right now.
That one was much harder to get to credit the second baseman. Ooh, I can't read my own handwriting. Vandenberg. I was like, Vandenson? Vandenberg. That was much harder to get to. Won't be registered as an error, and I completely agree with that call. But Jefferson gets to first and brings home the first run of the game, like you said.
Yeah, well hit ball by Jefferson, and Emilian Petrie at the plate now. A ribby for Jefferson. Good stuff.
Petrie 1 for 1 to get things started today. Can he keep that rolling? As the kids say, can he keep trolling the pitchers?
Waddell starts the at-bat with a pickoff attempt to Jefferson. Now we're ready for the first pitch to Petrie. Still eyeing Jefferson, though, who's taking his lead. We know DM is fast. Waddell to Petrie. Running is Jefferson. Will he get there? They'll call him safe. Just gets there in time. A good effort from Torres behind the plate, but cannot beat the wheels of DM.
Yeah, to catch him there, that throw would have needed to be immaculate, and immaculate it was not.
What does that move DM to stolen base-wise this season?
That's a great question, Allie. DM Jefferson now has 7 stolen bases on 8 attempts this season.
And he's only been here for like 2 weeks? Even 2 weeks? I don't even think it's been 2 weeks.
He's appeared in 7 games.
Oh, my goodness. So, like, a base stolen a game at this point. The 0-1 to Petrie. Well hit into center field. Will they get there? The Grays will. So Jefferson going to hold at second. Petrie flies out to Blancato in the center, and that's the first out.
Good base running from Jefferson. He started to track back, then saw that ball curve, started to track out a little more, then saw the player get to it, and came back. You got to be reactive as a runner, but the hard part is keeping an eye on him and also on the base path. Yeah. He did very well to do both.
Now it'll be Garrett Felix, who had a base hit in his last at-bat. 1 out, and Jefferson on second.
Felix, one of the most consistent hitters in the league with a .512 on-base percentage.
Oh, my goodness. First pitch to him, a strike from Bladell. Count 0-1.
Yeah, his on-base percentage, 3rd in the league, only behind Zapay and Petrie. 2 players not rostered by these teams, of course. Petrie on the Train, Zapay on the Grays.
Bladell, the 0-1 to Felix. Good stuff, 0-2.
Surprised he didn't go after that one. I thought that was well placed in the zone. But Felix always very hesitant to swing, regardless of what's thrown at him.
Bladell readying the 0-2 to Garrett Felix. Makes the pitch, swing, and a miss. Felix, 3-pitch strikeout. So it'll DM Jefferson still on second. It'll be up to Peyton Schultz to keep the Train going here.
Yeah, first K for Bladell. After 2 singles and then a fly out from Petrie, he's really getting rolling now. Or I should say after those 2 singles, he's gotten back-to-back outs. Now faces Peyton Schultz.
Yeah, Felix, a guy we don't see strike out very often. So good stuff from Bladell. Peyton Schultz flew out in his last at bat. We'll try to make something happen here. First pitch to him, a strike.
Peyton now committed to Cal.
Yeah, he's going to be a Bear.
Are they the Golden Bears or just the Bears?
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
They're just the Bears. Which one's the Golden Bears? Am
I
I making
don't know.
that up?
UCLA's the Bruins.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they have gold in their colors. Count 1-1 now to Peyton Schultz, formerly of Long Beach State. So just moving around California a bit.
Oh, the Golden Bears. Oh, no. Yeah, they're the California Golden Bears.
Oh.
Michael's hating. For what? Pulled that out of nowhere, too.
The 1-1, a pickoff attempt to Jefferson, but he'll be safe. Steps back. Peyton Schultz. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say good on DM. Sorry, you keep going.
I was just going to say that Peyton Schultz still leads his team in RBIs with 16 on the season. Behind him, Sean Lane. And then guess who's third? Don't look.
I'm pretty sure I saw, is it Colton Hegwood?
No, it's Baylor Cobb.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's been doing pretty well.
The 1-1, a ball.
Schultz, though, looking at his last couple games, just 1 RBI in his last 7 appearances. He has slowed just as this Train offense as a whole has taken a step back over this past week of play.
Bladell still eyeing Jefferson, but 2-1 comes in from Schultz. Well hit right to the second baseman, Vandenberg. So that'll end the inning. Bladell rebounds after the run from Nowak comes in, but the Train lead 1-0 as we enter the top of the 4th. Still on the mound for the Bethesda Big Train is Brandon Clark, and at the plate for the Grays, Max Harper, the designated hitter.
Harper was hit by that wild pitch from Woods in the last appearance he made back in the second. Didn't get much of an at-bat as that came in, I believe, on the second pitch there, or possibly the first. First pitch.
Clark first pitch to Harper, comes out with some heat, count 0-1.
Great opening pitch from Clark there. He's ahead in the count. Just got to work it now.
Struggled last inning with walks. Walked Booker and Blancato back-to-back, and it would load the bases. The 0-1, that one hit. Petre coming in. Can he make the throw to Sean Lane? He can. First out of the inning.
That was close. That landed just equidistant from Clark, Petre, and tonight's second baseman, Holzheimer, and they're all just running at it. Took them so long to get there.
I know. Good hustle from Petre, and he's got a great arm. Gets it over to Sean Lane. A much quicker first out for Brandon Clark. It'll be Thomas, the right fielder now, Aaron Thomas. Strike one from Clark.
Thomas struck out in his last at bat, but he does lead the team in homers and RBI and is towards the top in batting average as well.
The 0-1, that one popped up into foul territory. Coming over is Sean Lane, but it'll land in the stands. Count 0-2.
It's on top of the pen. Who's going to climb up and get it? It's going to be that guy.
Blue shirt, you go. Oh, no, he tossed it to someone.
I was going to say give it to a kid, and he did it before I even commented.
If you're at Shirley Povich and you catch a foul ball, you better bring it back to the staff because those cost money.
Yeah, they do.
At every game they say, bring the balls back, and especially at Olney. We see
That's
the kids,
Olney.
the kids like stuff them in their shirts. They're like, absolutely not.
Every time there's a foul ball, please return the foul ball to be a true crop duster.
Nope. The 0-2 from Clark. A ball, count 1-2.
Yeah, I'm not giving the ball back if I get it. If I catch a foul ball, sorry. Sorry, train. I'm taking that as a souvenir.
Have you ever caught a foul ball at like a baseball game?
I got
At
one.
any level?
I got one once at a Mets game.
The 1-2, high ball 2.
Something's definitely almost got hit by a line drive foul ball when I was working for GW. I was operating camera, and I was like in the gap by the pen, like down the third base line.
The 2-2 from Clark.
Oh.
Full. Crowd not happy about that one.
Yeah, I was in the gap down the third base line, and one of the players goes, "Hey, yo, media." He likes to pull his pitches back up. And I'm like, okay. And then the line drive just zooms right past where I was standing. I'm like, thank you, good sir. You are a kind man.
That was kind. The full count from Clark hit well. Holzmer can't get there, so it'll go ground to center field with Jefferson and a base hit for Aaron Thomas.
Thomas, not necessarily a contact hitter, 236. That's his weakest of the three key batting stats. But he did a good job there with the count against him, fought back in, and then just got a great single, choked up on the bat, and did well.
The shortstop, Detman, now at the plate, went down looking to Cade Woods. Clark one out to work with and a runner on first. First pitch to Detman, a ball.
Detman, not a guy who draws a ton of walks, just 3 in his 25 plate appearances.
Thomas, not a guy who steals bases. He's 0 for 2 on the season. So he's taking his lead, but I'm wondering if he'll run. It's
Down
not
one.
his thing.
They might send him here. It's a close game, and it's early.
The 1-0. Another ball. Wargo ready. Should he run?
Yeah, I could see the rationale. But like you said, caught stealing twice on the season so far.
Caught and never successful, unfortunately, for Aaron Thomas. 2-0. Clark behind here. Sends in the third pitch. Finds the zone. Count 2-1.
All right, that's good. Not letting the count get to 3-0 there, throwing something over the edge of the plate. Now Clark's got something to work with this count, even if he is still a little behind to Detman.
Clark readying. The 2-1. That hit. Holzmer will get there. Toss it to Petre for 1 and to Sean Lane for 2. Another double play in the big train infield. And that'll end the top of the 4th. Great stuff defensively from the train tonight.
Yeah, that's the second double play. First one was 5-4-3. That was 4-6-3. They're working well together, and that's what you need from your infield.
When we come back, it'll be the train bats, of course. Sean Lane will be leading off. Again, leading off here in the bottom of the fourth for the big train, it's Sean Lane. And a new pitcher, Bloedel, going to come out after just one inning of work and replaced by Camden Mounts from Catholic.
Yeah, Camden Mounts last time was nearly the pitcher responsible for the loss against the Train on the 26th. He gave up 2 runs in no innings pitched. He faced 2 batters, gave up a walk and a hit, and was pulled immediately.
Going to look for some redemption against Bethesda here tonight. His team trailing just by 1. First pitch to Sean Lane. That one hit. Tracking over is the right fielder, and another pop fly for Sean Lane. Will be the first out of the inning.
Yep, that one caught by tonight's right fielder, Aaron Thomas. And a quick out for Sean Lane there as he continues to struggle to find some contact hitting.
Yeah, he's been a bit hot and cold. Again, has a ton of RBIs, but a lot of those have been sac flies. He has the homer. He's had an extra base hit or 2. But again, has just really struggled with consistency at the plate, unfortunately. Now it'll be Warren Holzmer. Strike 1 from Mounts.
Holsey grounded out last time up. He's been another guy starting kind of slow, just 4 hits in his 22 at-bats.
The 0-1 to Holzmer, swing and a miss. Count 0-2 for Mounts.
Mounts off to a good start here, getting Lane on that first pitch to pop out, and now ahead to Holzmer. He's a guy who's only gone more than 1 1/3 once in 7 appearances this season, so he's a limited pitcher in depth, but could he go far tonight if he works quick?
The 0-2 to Holzmer, high, a ball. On deck, Clay Wargo, who's been a huge contact hitting threat lately for the Train.
Yeah, Wargo with that last hit hits the Mendoza line. 8 for 47 now.
The 1-2 to Holzmer. Count 2-2, holds his bat back.
Good stuff from him to hold off there. Behind 0-2, you're going to want to try and protect the plate, but protecting the plate doesn't mean swinging at bad pitches, and he's taken 2 of those consecutively. I want to see what Mount throws him here.
Mounts the 2-2. A ball, so one's ahead, 0-2, now behind with a full count.
You're standing up, and you were right.
I don't know, it just helps with the heat in here. I also feel like I'm more awake when I stand.
That's definitely a science thing. That's why people are doing the standing desks.
Yeah. The 3-2 to Holzmer. Foul ball.
To be honest, it also feels better on my back.
Yeah.
Bad backs run in my family, and it started for me at like age 15.
Yeah, bad backs run in my family too. My sister's got terrible scoliosis.
We're like 20-year-old geriatrics together. I love it.
Well, my back is actually fine.
Oh,
it just runs in my
you.
family.
I thought we were in it together. No, I'm just out here in pain.
Mounts the 3-2 to Holzmer. And Holzmer will take his base. Bring up Clay Wargo. Can he get another hit and continue this hot streak that he's been on? I wonder if part of it's, finally figuring out where he's going to go. We talked about it on the broadcast the other night, but Clay Wargo transferring out of Coastal Carolina, going to be a Ragin' Cajun at Louisiana Lafayette.
Yeah, moving from one good program to another. That's a great thing for him, and we hope he can crack the rotation down there. Now I got to pay for, are they SEC, Ragin' Cajuns?
I don't think so.
No, you're right.
It's the University of Louisiana.
Oh, that's good. That means I can watch them through ESPN+.
First pitch to Wargo, strike 1.
No, I'm heartbroken. Everything's coming off at ESPN Plus now. SEC, Big Ten, gone.
I told you can use my Big Ten.
Okay, but I'm thinking like MLS just signed with Apple TV Plus, so that's off there. NHL's kind of on it, but not really on it. NFL's moving to Prime.
The 0-1, well hit by Wargo. Great diving play there from the second baseman.
I think that's Detman out there tonight. No, it's Vandenberg.
Detman at short, so gets the ball to first to Camphausen, and that'll be an out, but Holzmer going to advance to scoring position. 2 outs now, and Colton Hegwood at the plate.
God, what an infield play there from Vandenberg. Now it's all on the Mississippi boy. Runner in scoring position. Will he get left out there, or will the Cardi B stand get on base?
Yeah, Colton Hegwood. big fan of Cardi B.
It's his walk-up song. I'd love to be a big fan of a OB here on base. That was horrible. I'd love to see him get on base here. He's been batting well so far of late this season, and it'd be great to see it right now.
Fouled off. Count 0-1 to start for Hegwood.
Oh, yesterday before it rained, I was like, oh, I'm going to get Brewster's. This is finally the day I try out our Parks ice cream, and then...
You never had Brewster's before?
No.
Like the brand?
I'm not from the area.
I guess
you know?
so. I thought for some reason I didn't think it was that local, but
I did finally get to try Seven Locks, another team partner after the game, and they were outstanding.
the 0-1 to Hegwood. Ball.
'Cause they didn't leave. It was pouring, and they were just chilling there.
I know. Brewster's was like still giving out ice cream. Commitment from the
I
big
know.
train food vendors last night
And it's
during
like,
the rain delay.
they're not bosses. They were just employees doing the best job I've ever seen an employee do.
I know.
I would have left, but they were still scooping despite being drenched in their ponchos.
Come to Shirley Povich for excellent service all around.
I swear to God.
The 1-1 from Hegwood holds back, count 2-1.
The entire team, both that wears the green polos, is amazing. All the black polos, the Dempsey fellows are amazing. And the food partners from Gregorio's to Brewster's, you're missing out if you don't check this out.
Demisa. Michael's. I noted that too.
My bad.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Either way, tickets are so cheap to enter. You got money to pop off on the food here. You'd be missing out if you didn't.
The 2-1 to Hegwood. Ball 3.
Demisa fellows. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So Colton Hegwood 3-1. Should he take his base, it'll be Luke Nowak at the plate.
Heggy, not a guy who draws a ton of walks on the season. This would only be, oh no, it'd be his 8th.
Never mind. He strikes out way more than he walks, though. 22 to 8. That's a 3-to-1 ratio almost.
And here the 3-1 count. Strike.
Ooh, was that like a ratio pun callback?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
I mean, never got to hear one of those again on this cast or anywhere else. Little 3-1 wordplay, I guess.
Full count now to Colton Hegwood. Again, Holzmer out there on second.
First time I've seen Holzmer in scoring position in a while. Taking a sizable lead.
Mounts the 3-2, and Colton Hegwood will go down swinging. So Halsey left stranded out there on second. Train cannot send another one home. They still have the 1-0 lead. We'll be back shortly for the top of the 5th.
All right. Oh, call your mama. It's a Bama Slamma Jamma. Third Bama pitcher on the mound. I needed more confidence to deliver that. It's Connor Ball taking the mound after 2 innings from Clark and 2 innings from Wood. Clark will end with 1 K, 2 walks, and 2 hits. And a special guest to do play-by-play, team general manager Michael Michaud.
Yeah,
Thank you, Nick.
we're excited to have you, Michael.
Thank you, Allie.
Michael's our wonderful general manager. It's his first season with the Big Train. I would venture to say he's doing an excellent job.
That's very kind of you. That's very kind. I very much appreciate that.
Well, I know Nick and myself like working for you. Hopefully other people feel the same way.
Don't let him know that.
That that cat's out of the bag.
Anyways, so there have been a couple of games where we've kind of been situated in the stands at away fields, and Michael's been able to listen to us. And after one of them, he texted Nick and I and was like, "Hey guys, like really random, but like it's kind of been a dream of mine to do a baseball call, and I've never gotten to do it. So he's gonna take over on play-by-play. We're gonna have a 3-man booth for you for the 5th inning."
It's like on Fox when they for the playoffs.
I was gonna say, like,
a 3-man booth for the playoffs.
I know that even in like the Cape League, I have friends working there, and they do a 3-man booth every time.
Well, look at that. We're almost to the level of the Cape.
3
All right,
man's on the rise.
so I'll just take over here.
Yeah, go for it.
Perfect. All right, so Torres digging in. He's the catcher, leading off the top of the 5th. Still 1-0 Big Train. Connor Ball, who was working on a new arm slot in his last start, deals. Ripped into left field down the line. It's a fair ball. Nowak chases after it. Torres is rounding first. Nowak's digging it out of the corner. Torres is going to hold up. It's under the fence for a grounds rule double, as my favorite radio announcer John Sterling would call it. So that's a strong start for the Grays. A leadoff double down the left field line.
Yeah, we saw a really good outing from Connor Ball this past week at SoCo. He pitched 6 innings, just gave up the 1 run. Unfortunately, the train bats were ice cold against the Braves, and they ultimately would fall 2-0. But it was nevertheless an outstanding performance from Connor Ball. And as Nick said, this is the 3rd Bama boy on the mound. Cade Woods pitched 2, Brandon Clark pitched 2, and now him.
That's right. Squaring a bunt is Vandenberg, the second baseman. He pulled back, but he took a called strike. I think it looked like a breaking ball from Connor Ball. But Torres doesn't really run like a catcher. He got out there pretty quickly.
That was
stereotypically.
That was his first base hit of the season.
Oh.
5 games played. He was 0 for
Good for
13. He's now 1 for 14.
0-1. Drop down, foul.
Oof, that bunt went nowhere.
Just got a piece of it. Oh, yeah. Allie, you have
I
to
gotta
keep
score it.
Yeah, score it.
So
score
I
it.
remember what happened
That's
when I'm
right.
back on play-by-play.
So Vandenberg now behind in the count 0-2. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like people have been still bunting on 0-2. It used to be a no-no, because obviously if you hit a foul bunt, which is very easily done, you strike out. But I feel like in the major leagues I've seen guys do this.
We saw the Aces do it, I think, earlier this season.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
When they were ahead, they were not afraid to go for it, and I think it worked, too.
0-2. Fisted into shallow left field. That is going to be a base hit. Nowak pulls up, fires in. Holding at third is Torres. The ball bounces away from Schultz, but Connor Ball picked it up, and that is back-to-back hits to start the inning. That one, Nowak was playing shallow anyway for the lefty and blooped in front of him, so no chance for Torres to score. But now it's runners at the corners and nobody out for the top of the lineup.
Second base hit for Vandenberg on the night, so he's...
And it looks like both of them into left field, left center. Now it's to the top of the order. It is Booker.
His name's Derek.
Derek Booker.
So we always are like, Devin Booker, haha.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and it gets by Wargo. It goes to the backstop, and Torres is going to score the tying run. That is a wild pitch. It looked like a ball right in the dirt. Tough for Wargo to stop, and the Grays have evened up the score at 1. I guess I'm just bad luck.
Yeah, get out of the booth.
Yeah.
Sorry. God, that would make sense. Finally get to do play-by-play, and my team just gives it up. Vandenberg moves up to second, so runner in scoring position, still nobody out, and the count 1-0 on Booker.
I know you're the GM, but they're not your team. They're our team. It's the community's
Sorry,
team.
yes, that's right.
That's what we preach here.
1-0 fastball cut on and missed by Booker. 1-1. So we were saying last start, we did the story, I believe it was Ian in his start at Metro SoCo against the Braves, that he was working on a new arm slot to tunnel all of his pitches. But here's the 1-1. That ball's ripped into right center. That is going to be a base hit. Tracked down by Felix. He cuts it off in the gap, scoring easily as Vandenberg. Booker's going to hold up between first and second with an RBI single, and just like that, the Grays take a 2-1 lead.
A tough start for Connor Ball. Still no outs. A runner still on base, and I always forget the Grays. The Grays take the lead.
Yeah, we were saying the Aces last time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mixed
Everyone in
those
this
two up all the
Everyone
time.
in this booth was doing it.
No, everyone in the league wears Navy is my problem.
Oh, that's
Braves, Grays, Aces. That's
Giants.
Giants. That's 4 out of 7 teams. It's just
That's
us,
right.
the Dusters, and
So now we've got
One more team.
Blancato, who is the center fielder. Here's the first pitch, fouled away. That's
Ooh.
got car written all over it.
that's what we call a car crusher, or at least I call it a car
Oh,
crusher.
there goes the fans running to it, even though kids aren't allowed to leave the stadium. Well,
Is that true?
Well, we announce it, but they leave anyway.
Mm.
It's a liability thing.
They can't be stopped.
0-1 on Blancato. The pitch. Fastball just missed. Wargo tried to receive it. but no dice, no bite from the umpire.
He's
101.
almost coming in sidearm now with this new slot.
Yeah, so that's what he was working on with the Braves. Here's the 1-1. Same spot. No bite from the umpire again. It's 2-1. So the Big Train have had, as you guys have pointed out, have had excellent defense tonight, and they're going to need it again this inning, I think. Here's the 2-1. That ball is flied to center. In his tracks, Jefferson in a couple steps. He'll make that catch. Booker retreats to first, and that is the first out. A much needed out for Connor Ball.
Yeah, he needs something to work with now. A double play ball gets him out. Should he get one? And it brings up Buford, who's 1 for 2.
Yeah, the third baseman. I think when we were at the Grays a couple weeks ago, Buford had an RBI hit, I believe, when they took a 3-1 lead, and then we scored 3 in the ninth to win it 4-3. So.
Yeah, actually, the pitcher we just saw from the mounts was the guy who gave up 2 in that ninth inning.
That's right. Pitch from Ball. Outside. Snap throw down to first. Back easily is Booker. Good look for Wargo. Just wanted to let Booker know he's got his eye on him.
Love that speed from, honestly, all of our catchers behind the plate. Wargo, Cobb, and Schiavone all have great pop times.
And they're very aggressive. They like to show it off. If you've got it, flaunt it.
Schiavone, I think, is the most aggressive. He's always trying to get the runner on first.
I agree. 1-0. There goes Booker. The pitch fouled away down the right field line. So Booker will retreat, and the count will go to 1-1.
Well, Booker shows his hand there. He's going.
It's interesting, you know, with lefties, like I played baseball a little in college, and it's like you know, you're terrified of getting picked off, and you just go first move and just hope that if he throws over to first, he's got to throw over to first, and then you hope you can just beat the throw. Here's the pitch. That's outside or go. Look to throw down, but no dice.
He is. I mean, Nick said it, but I've just been really impressed with the defense of our catchers, but also, like, as a league whole, like, the catchers have been really playing well defensively.
Jacob
1-2, that is popped up down the right field line after his lane, and it's goal. He just couldn't make the catch with his back to the infield. Holzheimer and Felix were converging as well, and it just happened to land in the perfect spot. Sean Lane could not get his glove to it. It would have been a fantastic catch.
Looked like, it's hard to tell because he's facing the opposite way, like it bounced off his forearm, like he scooped at it and just missed. That means the at-bat, of course, will continue.
It will, and Ball's still ahead in the count, so let's just make sure that doesn't burn him. Up 1-2.
Jacob Friend, an all-star selection.
I was going to say, he deserved it.
Catcher?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that
from
dude
the
throws
Aces.
everybody out.
Yeah, he literally does.
He got 3 throwouts in that game against the Train earlier this season.
1-2, slow ground ball to third. Diving stop by Schultz. He gets to his feet. He fires the first, not in time. Buford is going to beat that out. Booker up to second. That was just, again, a perfectly placed slow roller to in between third and short, and Schultz made the commitment that he was going to leave his feet, and Buford just beat it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he didn't leave his feet, he might not have gotten there, so it was...
I don't think Petrie was going to throw him out either.
Yes, he needed to keep it in the infield one way or another to stop Booker from possibly pushing to third because he's got wheels, but...
And now here is Camphausen, who looks like the Hound from Game of Thrones. He's a tall dude.
Yeah,
Just in terms of height, not like face. Here's the pitch. Outside. He's hit that spot like 3 times this inning. No dice from the umpire, so the count is 1-0.
Yeah, gonna have to lay off that pitch. It's just not meshing with the ump's vibes tonight.
1-0. Breaking ball down. 2-0.
We've talked about it on the call before, but Nick just like can't get into Game of Thrones, which I think is atrocious.
It's
so
disappointing.
Right now, I've got people throwing all these different shows at me. The fight is Stranger
2-0.
Things.
That ball is hit to right field. Tracking after his Felix, but in foul territory. He makes the catch on the warning track. Oh, sorry, he does not make the catch. I thought he had it. It looks like he ran into the fence, and it's down.
Yeah, I think he had it, and then he hit the fence, and then it fell out.
It looked like he wasn't quite sure where he was. That warning track comes out of nowhere. You know, it's supposed to be a warning for you to know where you are, but sometimes it just happens quickly.
Yeah. Camphausen did ground out into a double play ball back in the third, a 5-4-3. Could Schultz...
Oh, I remember that one. That went to Schultz, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's ahead in the count here. Ball throws his breaking ball in any count, though, so it's not like he can sit fastball here.
Comics was doing the same thing earlier, and he was kind of bodying the first couple batters with it.
2-1. That ball flied into right, this time in fair territory. Felix in his tracks. Booker tagging. Felix struggling with it. Booker's going to tag. Here comes the throw to third. It's cut off by Petrie back to second. Safe. Buford read the throw. It was an excellent attempt by Petrie to cut it off short of third and get back to second, but no dice, and now it's second and third with 2 out.
Dane Camphausen was 6'7".
See?
Very tall.
Not quite as tall as our Kai Bird.
You literally took the words right out of my mouth.
What is Kai, 6'10"?
6'10", yep.
God, he's playing the wrong sport.
I'm sure he tried.
Actually, no, he's very good at baseball.
Yeah.
He's playing the right
He's
sport.
pretty
He's
good.
been playing really well lately.
Here's the designated hitter, Harper, whose first name is, where's the list?
Max,
Max Harper, duh.
of course.
Of course, that's what I was going to say. Second and third, Grays have already put up 2. Here's the pitch. That's a slow roller to first. Sean Lane has it. He will take it himself. Excellent work by Ball to get out of the inning after giving up the initial 2 runs. The Grays score 2, they leave 2, and after 4.5, it's 2-1 DC.
Two.
All right, we are back at Shirley Povich Field. It's the bottom of the 5th. Big Train had a lead going into the top half of the inning, but the Grays put up 2 to take a 2-1 lead. On the mound for the Grays, new pitcher Kai Lexus, who's from Washington, D.C. He's going to be an incoming freshman at Georgetown University. So.
Yeah, last time the Train saw him, that Lexus took us for a ride. 3 straight Ks to close out a 5-2 loss.
Strong.
But great stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a good car pun.
Yeah, I thought that one was good.
It's like an odd, the cars drive themselves now, so that was us.
Well, it's like the Kanye line. Couldn't afford a car, named her daughter Alexis.
Nice. And another excellent musical reference on Big Train TV. Leading off for the Big Train is Luke Nowak, who, we can all agree is pretty darn fast.
Yeah.
What's he so far today? He is 1 for 2. He reached on an infield single and then advanced to second on an error after striking out in the first.
Did come up and score.
That's a fastball down and in, 1-0. Maybe our scoreboard should put his number up there.
Oh, yeah.
Not ours, the Povich scoreboard.
Oh, our scoreboard's on fire right now.
Obviously. 1-0 from Lexus. That's bouncer towards second, ranging up the middle as a second baseman. I believe it's
Vandenberg, yeah.
Vandenberg.
Great throw
Yeah.
from Vandenberg.
And he makes the play, and Nowak is out. I almost did the Novak.
That's what-
I thought it was
that's what we all thought it was.
No,
Not me.
You thought it was
Okay.
Nowak. I thought it was
Yeah.
Novak. and it's-
Novak, yeah. So Nowak is out for 3 to start the 5th. Here's DM Jefferson. Jefferson drilled an RBI single his last time up to right center. Stole a base.
Yeah, I was going to say, talk about fast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's, what is he now, 7 for 9 on the season in stolen
7
bases?
for 8.
7 for 8. That's right. He's only been caught once.
And he's played in 7 games or something, so
One a game.
like one a game.
Good for one a game.
Although probably one of those crop dusters games not in, so he's probably played 8 games.
Probably. That is a fastball maybe down. Looked like a strike from up here. 1-0.
I thought it was a little low, but you have played the sport. You've got a much better eye than I do for this.
Did you
This is
play
a
for
tough
UVM?
angle. Not for UVM. My freshman year, I was at the University of Rochester.
Oh,
which is-
you've said this. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
So I played for them.
Got it, got
and
it.
then I hated it. So.
Hated Rochester or playing baseball?
1-0 is a fastball in the inside corner for a strike. The baseball was a lot more than I thought it was going to be for a D3 school.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I thought, not that I thought I was going to be like easy, but it was like all fall. It was like 6 days a week. It was a lot.
Yeah. Those D3s, those New York
I
D3
know.
schools especially, they go hard.
I know. Lexus, the 1-1. Breaking ball, big looping one, comes in for a strike, and it's 1-2. I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but I know we've talked about it off air, but Jefferson's from Notre Dame, his requirement from his coach is there to identify pitches when they come in. I had no idea what he was doing. His dad told me about it. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, we gave you the shout out for the insider info.
Thank you very
but
much.
we
I'm
have
sorry I missed
mentioned
that
it.
broadcast. Okay.
It's been really cool.
It's very cool.
I mean, he's such a smart player, so.
Yeah.
I mean, to go to
Right,
Notre Dame,
which-
he's got to be a smart guy off
That's
the field, too, regardless of athletic ability.
1-2 pitch looked like a fastball just down. I think Jefferson was lucky there. I don't think he was expecting that.
Yeah, it's a 2-2 to 2-2.
Nice. Two deuces wild across the scoreboard.
Ha ha. Yeah. Only if the train had one more run.
Proud of that one. Or if there were 2 outs. Anyway. 2-2 to Jefferson. Lexus sets the pitch. That is liner past a diving Buford into shallow left field. Another hit for DM Jefferson. Guy, I feel like he has like 1 or 2 a game, but a 1-out single, and the big train, as we just talked about, now have a chance to put a guy in scoring position if Jefferson can get one of his patented stolen bases.
Yeah, DM through 8 games batting over 400. Like we said before, a stolen base per game. He's been such a good early hitter in this lineup. Compliment to Luke Nowak perfectly.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, when you can push guys like Petre, Felix, and Schultz just further in the order, it's, I mean, so dangerous top to bottom. And, you know, early on, Garrett Felix was batting leadoff. Tonight he's batting cleanup, and that just speaks to the impact that Nowak and Jefferson have had since they arrived.
They really have, right? Like it's just pushing people who are already at the top of the lineup already down, and now you have Petre seemingly always hitting with guys on base, which for a guy hitting over 420 is exactly kind of what you want. Pick off throw to first. Jefferson just slides back in.
Yeah, after
Camphausen plays a hidden ball trick for a second. No dice.
after last night, I should say, Emilian Petre batting 429. That would be good
Sheesh.
for 10th in the nation. Sorry, 9th in the nation, and a bunch of those batters have only 4 plate appearances. He's
Yeah,
third
so-
among qualified.
Yeah, I mean he has over 60, right? At least.
Yeah.
Here's the first pitch. Another big breaking ball strike. I noticed in the first inning, Kai Cummings, he was throwing a lot of slow breaking balls.
Yeah.
And I like they were really sitting on them. Both, I think in that first inning, both Petre and was there another lefty? Jefferson. Both had singles into right center field, I think.
Nowak
Oh, no,
and
DM struck out.
yeah, it was Felix and Petre.
Oh, that's
who
right,
batted.
right. Felix at right center field. They
Jefferson
just sat on that breaking ball.
Jefferson ended up tasting the rainbow
That's
from
right.
that pitch.
A 1 fouled away down the left.
I
field.
love those. You don't see that many off speed pitches like that anymore.
Yeah,
I
it
love
was
seeing them
like
just whoop.
as a hitter, you're just like, I gotta wait, and then you're like, well, I still have to wait. I'm still waiting, and then you're still probably ahead of it.
It's like the
Baseball's hard.
I love the ephus. I want to see someone this year throw an
Ooh, the
ephus.
good old ephus. I remember watching baseball in like 2000 when El Duque threw back-to-back ephuses to A-Rod, and he hit the second one about 8,000 feet.
Why would you ever throw back-to-back
I
ephuses?
don't know.
Unless you're a pitcher subbed in, or a catcher subbed in for your pitcher.
Exactly. Another pickoff throw to first. Jefferson back easily. Okay, dude. He looks like one of my 13 and 14-year-olds who every time it's a pickoff throw, they hold the tag there. This is the time they're going to trick him.
They're like, I might have gone.
Never. Jefferson digging in on his lead, which is pretty big. Still 0-2 to Petre. Lexus sets. Slide step. There goes Jefferson. The throw down to second. One hop. It is in time to get him. A one-hop throw. An excellent one by Torres. That's right. I should have known because he hit last inning. But another caught stealing. Another out on the bases. Jefferson frustrated as he heads back to the dugout. Petre took a ball, 1 and 2. I think it was a breaking ball outside. It looked like the right pitch to run on, but just a good throw.
A gun in his Torres.
Absolutely. So now Petre trying to get it started with 2 outs and 2 strikes with Felix on deck. Lexus much more relaxed now.
Yeah, look, he's giving a little sway out
That's
there.
right.
Getting comfy.
1-2. That ball flied into shallow, well, medium depth left. Left fielder towards the line, makes the catch, and that will end the inning.
All
So
right.
the Grays hold serve. 2 runs in the top half, shut out the Big Train in the bottom half, and after 5, it's 2-1 Grays.
All right. Thank you for joining us for that past inning, Michael.
Thank you for letting me be here. This is flipping awesome. Thank you. You guys are doing a great job. We love it. Thanks for letting me hang out in the other booth when it's empty because it's quiet up here. So I appreciate that. And you guys rock, and I'll definitely be back in here again.
Absolutely. We're going to go to a from 3-1. It's now just me. Starting off this inning is Aaron Thomas for the Grays. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a K. Connor Ball still on the mound. Both teams going through merry-go-rounds of pitchers. We've seen 4 for the Grays, 3 for the Train as we approach this little break, little all-star break. Bunt laid down. Coming in his Ball. He makes the throw in time to lane. Good stuff to catch Thomas trying to get that bunt single, and that'll be the first out of the inning. I'm expecting someone to talk. I have to fill the space myself. Good hustle from Ball to cover that bunt from Thomas. First out quick. It'll bring up Detman. He's 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play and struck out. Not the best night for him so far. Again, the Grays have been rotating through pitchers. Lexus started this last inning, and he was their 4th. Only one guy going over 1 inning, and that was Cummings. First pitch in for a ball here. Oh, God, we're in top of 6. Ball righty's quick windup, and the pitch fouled off. That was tracking in on the righty. And caught by Colton Hegwood. That'll be 2 very, very quick outs for Connor Ball. Ball had a long inning last inning, facing a total of 7 batters. Now he's got a chance to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, last inning, Kai Lexus, 1 hit given up. Nothing else. Good stuff from him, but will he stay in? I don't know, because both teams seem intent on keeping guys in for only 1 or 2. Popped out to left field. It'll land for a single. That's a single for the catcher, Torres, who came in today with no hits. He's now got 2 on the day. And his first run as well. That'll bring back up Vandenberg, the second baseman. Wait, is that possibly a substitution? I have to double check. Number 41, it is. It's not Vandenberg, who is 2 for 2 today. It's Jarrett Jenkins, another Georgia Southern player, from Auburn. He's redshirted in 2021. Welcome back, Allie.
Thank you. I've never run into the problem where there's been a line for the bathroom at Povich until today, but I'm back.
The stands are pretty dang packed tonight. It makes sense that that would be the night where there is that problem, and I'm stumbling over my words. Thank God you're back to take over play-by-play.
Who's the runner on first?
That is not Aaron Thomas, sorry. It is Torres again, who's now 2 for 3 tonight after not hitting anything prior to today.
Got it. Connor Ball 2-1 now to Jenkins, the substitute for Vandenberg.
So to recap, Thomas, bunt, fielded by Ball. That's an out. Detman flew out to second base. That's ground ball there. It'll go off of Petre's glove for an error. A fly out 4 for Detman. Single from Torres, and then reaching on an error right there is the pinch hitter, Jarrett Jenkins.
Got it. Thank you. Up now for the Grays, back to the top of the order with Derek Booker. 2 outs for Ball, but now a runner in scoring position. Torres out on second. Again, he is speedy for a catcher, like Michael mentioned. How fun was that to have Michael on?
Outstanding. He said, "Hi, you didn't even have a choice." I'm like, we would have said yes anyways.
Yeah, no, I know,
Yeah, you are our
seriously.
boss, but I would have said yes. Oh, Jacob's getting Brewsters. I'm jealous. Our coworkers are getting Brewsters. This is in between this inning. I'm getting it. I've given in.
What flavor are you going to get? That's an important question.
What are my options?
I don't know. I'm sure. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh my! I like coffee, but that's a certain vibe. Like it's
Yeah,
up there
I
for
totally
me.
agree.
But I don't want it all the time.
Ball, swing and a miss to get started to Booker. Oh, excuse me. That is not Booker. That is number 1, Diego Barrett.
Another sub in a Sal Colangelo connection. We've seen him pitch before. One of Sal's guys that he knows from around the league.
That one goes wild. The runners will advance. Now 2 in scoring position. Torres on third and Jenkins on second.
Wheels coming off a bit here for Connor Ball. Started out this inning so well, though. It's his second wild pitch of the night. Oh, sorry. We don't have a cough button. I found a machine at my station that's a cough button, though, that you just plug into the headset, like it loops through.
Interesting.
If you were still sick, I was going to bring it in.
Ball readies to Barrett. Strike. Count 1-2.
Those were the worst days of this internship. When we were both sick, you were more sick than I was.
Yeah.
But oof, what a way it got started.
Ball readying the 1-2 to Barrett in the dirt. Almost falling on top of it as Clay Wargo count evens.
He was not letting that ball get by any means.
No.
Diego Barrett from GMU, right-handed pitcher, will come in and possibly take the field tonight.
I mean, he's played in the outfield. He's also pitched, and he's hit pretty well for this Grays team when we've seen him. The 2-2, that one popped up toward the stands. Bounce off a recycling bin. Count will remain even.
That took a sharp bounce off the recycling.
Some good analysis for you there.
Sorry, I thought I was going to hit someone. I forgot to elaborate on it. The way it bounced off, it went like right back to the fans. I thought that might be a snack a ruiner or a face herder, to invent 2 terms, I guess.
Ball taking his time, waiting for the 2-2. Definitely needs the out here.
Yeah, we could start running signals to the pitchers. Like if we think he's going to swing, we can wave the Sal. Of course, we're not doing that because that isn't really even that helpful. But
That one, swing and a miss. Good stuff from Connor Ball. Gets himself out of the jam with the runners on third and second. Guessing this is going to be the end for him. Each pitcher so far has gone 2. We will see. It is only the top of the 6th, and Connor Ball is usually a starter. So we'll have that back for you when the Grays bat again. But leading off when we come back will be Garrett Felix.
Ready? Go.
Yeah. Leading off this inning is Garrett Felix, and again another pitching change for the Grays. Lexus will come off the mound after one, and it'll be Caleb Causey from Mississippi Valley
CC.
or State, Mississippi Valley State University.
That's a mouthful.
Anyways, Felix 1-1.
From Chatham, Virginia, though.
Chatham, I think is how it's pronounced.
Yeah, that was
like the
embarrassing.
TH wouldn't happen. Down low, ball 2.
I mean, maybe.
Felix 1 for 2 today. Had a single in the first inning and then struck out in the last one. Count 2-2 now.
Yeah, this is the 5th pitcher we've seen for the Grays.
Yeah, they pushed Cummings 2 innings and then 1 from Blado, 1 from Mounts, 1 from Lexus now. Assuming it's just going to be 1 from Causey. The 2-2. That'll be a strike. Garrett Felix will go down looking. And a good start for Causey.
Yeah, he's rolling. But, I mean, he could strike out 3 straight batters, and I still don't think they'd put him in for another.
I know. I mean, it doesn't look like it because, like, all the pitchers, honestly, except for Bloodell, who gave up the 1 run, Mounts and Lexus looked fine, especially Lexus. So, I don't know. That just seems to be, it's just a pen kind of game for the Grays. Count 1-0 to start here against Peyton Schultz.
Difference between a pen game and not letting your guy go more than 1 inning. Like,
Yeah.
2 innings is still an effective pen game, which is what the trainer doing right now.
2-0 to Peyton, who's 0 for 2 today, flew out twice.
Put me.
2-0. 3-0 now. Schultz at the plate. Causey struggling here. Schultz heavily in favor. That one well hit by Peyton Schultz. Will it drop fair? It will, deep in the corner of left field. And rounding to second is Peyton Schultz. Breaks the ice and gets on base. Extra base.
Oh, that's quite the way to break the ice. I mean, I've heard a lot of pickup lines, but a double down the line is number 1.
Great stuff from Peyton Schultz. It'll bring up Sean Lane and a runner in scoring position. The Train need to capitalize on this here, down 2-1.
And great decision from Schultz to swing on the 3-0. Sometimes, most of the time, you do not, but that was just so meaty, he clobbered it.
Causey readying to face Sean Lane. First pitch, strike. 1 out to work with. Again, Felix went down looking. Causey eyeing Schultz, taking his lead on second. The 0-1 to Lane. Another strike.
Oh, good stuff here from Causey to battle back.
Sean Lane, another guy who, like Schultz, until that hit, had flown out twice today, 0 for 2.
Just to record a 3-pitch K here against a power hitter in Lane.
Causey gonna maybe do a pickoff attempt, decides not to, steps off the mound.
Just a reminder that he could pick off. You know, shows him the ball.
Still the 0-2 count. They're going to call a balk.
Oh, yeah.
So Peyton Schultz going to come to third. Suddenly, 1 base run off pressure-wise for Sean Lane. So still the 0-2 count, but now he's got a guy closer to home.
All you got to do is put the ball in the outfield. Doesn't have to be deep. Doesn't have to be anything other than a pop fly.
The 0-2. There it comes. Crowd not happy about that one. Sean Lane, 3-pitch strikeout.
And that's the one thing you can't do there. That's the second strikeout looking generated by Causey.
Yeah.
Tough stuff now. 2 outs. As Holzheimer, it's got a do-or-die moment here.
Yeah, Warren Holzmer going to look to get on base any chance he can. Peyton Schultz on third, and the Train really cannot afford to leave a runner stranded here.
Oh, chance starting early tonight. It's only the 6th inning.
Causey, a ball to start against Holsey.
Causey, Holsey.
Holzheimer grounded out and then walked today. The 1-0 to him. Another ball. The 2-0 from Kazi. Ball 3. So again, struggling here like he did to Schultz.
And Schultz took him for a ride. Can Holzheimer do the same thing? Yet to get a hit today.
The 3-0. That'll be a strike. Holsey was almost ready to take his base, but Kazi finds the zone.
He was mid-bat throw when that strike was called.
Kazi, the 3-1. They'll say Holsey held back the bat, so that'll be ball 4. He'll take his base runners in the corners. It's going to be up to Clay Wargo to make something happen.
Wargo's been a great bat lately. He got a single earlier past the Mendoza line, has had a hit in each of the past 4 games now, including this one. It would be a great time to tack another on.
Yeah, he's been a strong hitter so far, like you said, or as of late.
Both of those sentences work.
Yeah. I think as of late's a little more accurate. So far tonight he's been good. 0-1.
Yeah, but I said as of late, so saying like you said would also imply as of late.
Fair enough.
Grammar police.
Is Patrick in the banana?
No way. It's banana night.
They're going to call another balk on Kazi. So Peyton Schultz is going to come home and tie this ball game. Holzheimer now in scoring position and an 0-1 count to Clay Wargo. Kazi is not happy about that one, but, I mean, you got to be careful. Gray's definitely going to come talk about it as that was the tying run, but, I mean, the umps are just calling what the umps are calling. We haven't seen it so consistently in this league, but.
You know why it's happening now, right? Banana costume.
Oh, obviously. Good vibes only. Our assistant GM, Patrick Chapman, has whipped out a banana costume.
He's wearing the green glasses, too.
Yeah.
He's dripping. The only way he could be more dripping is if he had the Sal Colangelo face under the glasses.
So Peyton Schultz comes home. Train now tied 2-2. And into Clay Wargo, still at the plate. An RBI from Caleb Kazi. In some
Or
way
an
another.
RPI run pitched in. Or RBI run balked in, yeah.
Run balked in. That's good.
Yeah. That really wasn't that creative. I still don't know how to make you laugh. That's one of the things I love reading about people. Like, I got Michael. I figured him out. Some stuff with you is either just surprisingly good or surprisingly bad, and I can't figure out why.
Wargo now 2-1.
And especially because, like, we don't not get along. Like, we're buds. But and most people who I am friends with, I can read, but I can't.
Interesting. I'm just such a mystery. 2-1 to Clay Wargo. Swing and a miss. Count evens.
When you said that, I had to hear it in the SpongeBob voice when he meets a seahorse. I shall name her Mystery, because she's so mysterious. Gotta stop referencing SpongeBob. People are way too old, or just not. We don't have anyone in that age bracket to pick up on that.
The 2-2. Well hit by Wargo, but down foul on the third base side.
That was some solid contact. Just on noise alone, it felt good.
It looked good.
Oh, the line at Brewster's is small. I will shove some children out of the way. I'm feeling mint chocolate chip right now.
Oh, honestly, in the summer, when it's kind of hot, it's, like, so refreshing, so.
And I don't know what it is. I only want the chocolate chips when it's hot out. I don't know why. I savor the little chunks.
Okay. The 2-2 to Clay Wargo. Well hit. Foul again, but Wargo making some great contact right now.
Earlier. I love this. Banana's down there waving the Sal. Let's go. Come on. Do it for Sal. Don't know why I put an Italian accent there. Sal's from Virginia.
Colangelo. That sounds Italian.
It does. But he's not like Italian.
The 2-2 to Wargo. A ball. Count now full. This at-bat just will not end.
He and all the players, apparently big barbecue pizza fans.
Yeah, we heard that when Dan one of our fellow interns brought us up the extra player food, which is basically our dinner. All the barbecue was gone. The 3-2 fouled back.
Oh, this stressful at bat will not end.
Yeah. No quit from Clay.
I love that all the fans do baseball now, too. It's
I
become a
know.
thing.
It's become a chant here at Shirley Povich. Just the interns making their impact one small step at a time.
Making TikToks, wearing banana costumes. Patrick, a former intern, I believe.
Kazi, the 3-2 low. That's ball 4. Clay Wargo going to take his base. Second walk for Kazi, and Colton Hegwood now up.
Train just really working this inning and working. Causey is giving up a double and 2 walks. I think they were just cheering for Owen there, too. I love it. I love the energy in the booth tonight.
Or in the stadium.
In the stadium.
Well, I think our energy up here is great, too.
I think our energy is always great, though.
Oh.
That was more of a compliment to me than it was to you. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
The energy in the team has just been outstanding this week.
First pitch to Colton, fouled back.
And by team, I literally mean the players and us. We've all just been, I feel like we've reached the point where we're all just vibing.
Yeah, I would say the same.
Especially with the late team addition of Anna, who's been so good if you have not seen the Twitter yet.
Yeah, seriously, go check out the photos taken by our new photographer. A subtle plug. I recommended her for the job. The 0-1, well hit by Hegwood.
I had to take credit for her work there.
To the second baseman, Vandenberg, and it'll go right to the glove of Camphausen. So ground out for Colton Hegwood, but a somewhat chaotic inning from Kazi. A balk sends home Peyton Schultz, and this game is tied. When we come back, it'll be Jordan Little on the mound for Bethesda. Welcome back. It's the top of the 7th. Pitching change, like we said before the break. That's Jordan Little from East Carolina on the mound. And at the plate is the center fielder, Blancato. Nick is taking a little step aside for a sec. So, Michael, back on the mic.
Let's be honest. He's doing an ice cream break.
Yeah, he is. Honestly, he's made it over halfway through the season and has resisted until now. So, good for him. But swing and a miss. Jordan Little coming out with heat per usual.
Yeah, this guy throws hard.
Seriously.
Sanders and Del Prado have the radar gun right behind home plate, and I'd like to go down there and check it out for Little.
I know, me too. Hadn't seen them with the radar gun until recently.
That is like a last couple game.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, because we had guys some guys came and sat with us under the bleachers at Silver Spring, like from their team, and they had a radar gun, and I think a Giants player had it too, but I hadn't seen us using it until I saw Ryan the other day.
Yeah.
He's been down there pretty consistently. The 1-1 fouled Off by Blancato. Count 1-2.
That was his breaking ball. Clearly trying to mess with Blancato's timing on that one. He started off with fastballs. Actually, I think the second pitch was a breaking ball, and then leaning on it again. I think I don't know if you guys have talked to him, but he seems like a two-pitch pitcher, like fastball, slider, bullpen kind of guy. That's what MLB closers are, basically.
I've spoken to him. Not about that.
Well, next time.
The 1-2 fouled back. He told me to go see Top Gun 2.
Well,
He was like,
he's
you haven't
right.
seen it? You haven't seen it yet? I was like, I'm here every day. When do you think I've had time?
Fair
I don't know
point.
when he had time to see it.
Fair point. Well, you have 2 days off now.
I
and
know.
I highly recommend it. I've seen it. It's awesome.
I think I'm going to go see it on Tuesday.
Perfect.
Because tomorrow's the 4th. Got stuff going on. But
Right.
Tuesday.
America. I got it.
The 1-2.
Down.
Yeah, ball 2.
Although
Count
to be
evens.
fair, you could argue that there's nothing more American than watching,
watching
Top Gun
Top
on the
Gun.
4th of July.
Fair enough. But no, I think I'm going to have to see it on the 5th.
That's fair. I won't tell.
I've never seen the original.
You don't really have
Confession.
to.
That's what everyone's saying. So the 2-2 to Blancato. That one popped up. Tracing back is Peyton Schultz. He's going to catch it in foul territory. That'll be the first out.
Fastball up. That's what happens when the velocity is tough. You really can't get around on it, and you end up just getting under it and popping it up on the infield. That is a common side effect of high fastballs.
Good analysis.
Thank you. Thank you
Michael
very
in
much.
color now instead of play-by-play. He's
Yeah,
tried
you
it
know,
all.
I switch it up. Switch it up. Well, Allie's so good on play-by-play, so I don't want to take away from her.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
First pitch to Buford. That one hit straight in the infield. Jordan Little going to pick it up and take it to the bag himself. First pitch, another quick out. ECU boys getting to work. I mean, when does he not?
I mean, fair. You don't see that often. Usually pitchers are just running to first and hoping that the first baseman grabs it and flips it to them. But that one, Jordan Little's like, nah, I'm just going to take this.
Doing the most. Now it's going to be Camphausen, unless they throw a new guy in there. I can't tell.
No, I think it's him.
Okay.
Again, tall.
Yeah, I was like, he looks tall.
The Hound. We can talk about Game of Thrones now. Nick's not here.
I love Game of Thrones.
Same.
Camphausen, that
Ooh,
one
sky.
skying out to center field. DM Jefferson tracking in, and he makes the catch. 3 batters faced and 3 quick outs for Jordan Little. And Nick has returned. Did you get the mint chip?
The Big Train. It's the Big Train special. It's got a
We have a Big Train flavor?
Yeah, it's mint chocolate chip with like a strip of marshmallow in there. And it's like the Big Train special. I was talking to Bob from Brewster's. By the way, if you're in the area, you should go to Brewster's. It's delicious.
Yeah.
And they have this special Big Train flavor. Look, Nick got a coupon.
Wait.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, thank you, I guess.
Oh, I just want to say for everyone not here, I'm going to turn the camera for a second. Our assistant GM and one of our interns, Ray, is they're singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," and Patrick's in
the banana.
the banana costume, the
We
infamous
said,
banana costume.
It was like something about how like the box are only being called now that Patrick's in the banana
That's
outfit.
right. That's right. Yeah, it's official.
It's like made the vibes good. The vibes are in the Train's favor. Anyways.
Nick, let me say thanks for letting me play Nick for an inning. This was great, and I'll let you guys get back to it. It is the middle of the 7th. It's 2-2.
Welcome back. As we suspected, another pitching change for the Grays. They're continuing that one inning a guy pattern. It's Bryce Molinaro from St. John's University, and we're back to the top of the train order with Luke Nowak.
Tough night for Causey. 2 Ks, but 2 walks, giving up a run there to tie this ball game.
Whoa! 2 walks and 2 balks, which was the real issue.
Did he have 2 walks as well?
Oh, did you mean to say box? Because he had 2 walks. So I thought maybe you were talking about the walks, but then I was like, it was really the box that sent home the runs.
It was the 2 balks. I forgot to tally the walks.
Anyways, yeah, he walked Wargo and Halsey. Anyways, 1-1 count here from Molinaro to Luke Nowak. Again, shout out Michael for taking over so Nick could get his ice cream. I just tried it during the mid-inning and can confirm it is incredible.
I was like, there's no way you're going to turn down the offer to try some of this. And you run out. I thought you were getting gum, getting a spoon.
The 1-1 hit well by Nowak, and he'll try to speed over to first, but the shortstop makes the throw. The connection, Detman to Camphausen. So it'll be DM Jefferson up at the plate for the train.
Second 4-3 for, so that was a 6-3. Never mind. I take that back.
I told Nick that I request next time I'm on color an ice cream break to get that flavor because
You don't even have to ask. Of course I'd let you. I don't care. I mean, I'm just not going to eat it during the call, which is sad because I can watch it melting.
Strike 1 to Jefferson.
For the if you didn't catch it, it's mint chocolate chip with like actual marshmallow in it. Like
It's
none
so
of that
good.
like store-bought ice cream will have that like thin marshmallow layer. It's really just like white sugar. No, this isn't a marshmallow.
Molinaro ahead 0-2 to Jefferson.
Like it's sticky. It's like, oh, it's so good.
Molinaro, 5 innings pitched on the season for the Grays. 9 hits, 4 runs, all those earned. 1 walk and just 1 K. Still searching for a second as he did not take down Nowak that way, but a ball for Jefferson, 1-2. He stays alive.
Looking for that second K of the season. Make that a 2-to-1 ratio of Ks to walks. A legend.
A 1-2 for Molinaro, a ball.
Letting DM get back into this at-bat.
I think Patrick has Brewsters now. He's earned it. He's working overtime in that banana costume. I thought he was saving it for the Halloween and July game, but
He said he was saving it for playoffs. I think he's been slowly pushing it forward.
it's July 3rd and it's out. So the 2-2 to Jefferson, a ball, count full.
Bananas out of the peel. That could easily be a phrase. Tell me why that isn't a phrase. Cat's out of the bag, the bananas out of the peel.
Well, now the banana's in the peel. Just put the suit on.
He's eating ice cream in the suit. That's
Yeah.
a risky endeavor.
The 3-2 to Jefferson. That one goes wild past the catcher, and DM Jefferson will take his base on a walk. Bring up Emilian Pitre.
On base 3 out of 4 times today, 2 singles and a walk. We'll see if they push him to steal a base. He's 1 for 2 on those attempts tonight.
Yeah, did successfully do it in the 3rd, but in the 5th inning was caught. Emilian tonight had a base hit and then 2 fly balls, 1 to center, 1 to right, or excuse me, left. New walk-up song.
Not too much of a fan.
Well, you were just such a fan of the other one.
Well, we all wanted to be the Mario Judah version. The Demisa fellows also were like, I want to be the Mario Judah version. And then we sang part of the Mario Judah version.
First pitch to Pitre, a ball, and Torres behind the plate, definitely ready with the throw to watch Jefferson.
You know what my favorite part about this team, both on the field and off the field, is? We are not afraid to sing and dance.
No, us, like the interns aren't, our boss isn't, and the players aren't. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. Like today, I was looking at them during batting practice, and they were vibing. And by they, I mean Trey Wingett.
I forget what song was playing, but there was a very high note at the Gaithersburg game, and they cut the song out, and I hit the high note, and then a player echoed it back, but they were so far I couldn't tell
I
who
think
it was.
Was it the Take On Me high note? Another pickoff attempt, Jefferson safe.
Was it? I thought it was earlier in a song. It might have been that I went do 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 in the very high voice, and then someone went hit it back. I'm like, oh my god, I love this team.
Speaking of Trey Wingett, who was singing earlier, he is on deck, so gonna come hit for Felix. The 1-0, well hit by Pitre, down to left field. That'll be a base hit.
Good stuff, Emilian. second hit of the day, first since the first.
Yeah, that'll bring up Trey Wingett, who again has replaced Garrett Felix. He was in the field in the last inning, so another one of those direct substitutions from Coach Sal.
We'll see what Trey can do here. So far on the season, batting just over 100. 1 ribby to his name. Can he make it 2? Trey still weighing his options on where he wants to play next year. A man with such an outstanding defensive capability. And when he's on at the plate, he's on. Can't wait to see what he does post-train. But right now, I want to see what he does for the train.
So 2 runners on for the train. Wingett at the plate. Be a ball to get started. That's Jefferson on second and Petre on first.
Brewster's is amazing.
Yeah, seriously. They sell it in pints at like the local grocery stores.
I have no local. I technically live in what's designated a food desert.
You've said this, yeah.
Yeah, the only grocery store is a Whole Foods blocks away or Trader Joe's a mile away.
Interesting. He's gonna step off.
That's a balk. I don't know how they're calling box this year.
I also thought that might have been a balk, but maybe since he hadn't quite readied the pitch. I'm not sure. Count 1-0 still to Wingett. Molinaro getting ready. Pitch into Wingett, fouled back toward Catalyst Hot Dogs. Count 1-1.
So a balk is any sort of move that mimics his or her normal delivery and then stops with the pitch. So him kicking his leg up and then stopping is 100% a balk.
Yeah, it should. Interesting. Well, they called one when it mattered the most because the train got a run off of it.
In the MLB, moving your foot like even 20 degrees off the plate is a balk. Or the mound, I should say.
The 1-1, well hit by Wingett out to right field, but it'll just be short. The runners will advance. Jefferson going to make it to third. Excuse me, Petre going to hold it first, but 1 runner advances. Wingett will come back to the dugout, and Peyton Schultz now at the plate with 2 outs.
This is it. It's Peyton Schultz's moment to shine. He doubled and scored back in the 6th. Can he become the man of the hour with another one tonight?
Was a well-hit ball in the 6th, like you said. Now he's got runners in the corners. The man who leads the train in RBIs. Can he tack on another tonight?
Would love to see it. He has 16 on the season, but is not in the last 4, which I mentioned earlier.
Molinaro to Schultz. Starts with a ball.
Molinaro, so far today, has given up a hit and a walk. 4 batters faced.
Readying for the 1-0 to Peyton Schultz. Molinaro fires. Be another ball.
Good patience here from Schultz. Loading the bases here with a walk would not be a bad move either, since considering Sean Lane is on deck.
Yeah, Lane unfortunately 0 for 3, 2 fly balls and a strikeout looking. The 2-0 to Schultz. Another ball, 3 straight balls from Molinaro.
Sean Lane, ready yourself. You might have some bases loaded here.
Molinaro pickoff attempt to Petre. It's first, but he's safe.
Why did we decide the color for mint is green?
Because the
leaf
leaves.
is green. That.
Yeah.
I thought that in my head, but I still thought, like, no, that can't be it. Because a lot of things are green that aren't green.
Yeah, no. Anyways, Molinaro readying for the 3-0 to Schultz. Sends it in. Find the zone. Count 3-1.
Yeah, that was a meet the ball over the plate. Schultz, last time we saw a 3-1 meet ball, hammered it for a double. He's going to show a little more patience this time. Not that swinging hurt him in the slightest back in the 6th.
The 3-1 to Schultz. Count now full.
Oh.
He almost looked ready to throw his bat.
He did not look too happy. I wouldn't be either. Now suddenly behind in this count.
Train at risk of leaving 2 runners stranded in the corners.
Would be a classic train move to leave runners on. Left 6 on today.
Molinaro, the 3-2, fouled in past the bullpen of the away team, almost into the batting cages. So count still full. Peyton Schultz not going down easy. Molinaro, the 3-2. That one, again, foul toward the batting cages.
Almost hit the picnic pavilion.
So 3-2, the count still. Peyton Schultz, no quit. Another baseball cheer from the crowd.
Come on, Peyton Schultz, it's baseball time. Team's deadlocked. 2 runs each, 8 hits each, 1 error each.
Yeah. Another pickoff attempt for Petre.
Dude was inches from the bag. Interesting choice to go for a pickoff there.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to delay this pitch.
Petre almost looked like, are you kidding?
I think there's some logic to that. I'm trying to read his psychology. Read his body language. He looks nervous.
Molinaro, the 3-2. That one hit to Buford at third. Going to toss it over to Camphausen at first, and a ground out. 5-3 will end the inning for the Train. They will leave Jefferson and Petre stranded in the corners. Still deadlocked at 2-2, like Nick just said. When we come back, it'll be the DH Max Harper. Still Jordan Little on the mound entering his second inning of work after a 1-2-3 inning. Blancato flew to Schultz in the infield. And then Jordan Little picked up a ground ball himself, took it to first for Buford's out. And then Camphausen flew out to center. Now it'll be Max Harper, the DH. And that one will sky up. Coming in is Peyton Schultz. And he'll make the catch. First pitch, first out for Jordan Little.
I was a little anxious there. The guys were all calling for it, but eventually they decided on pay, and he got it.
So the second infield fly ball to Peyton Schultz in Jordan Little's outing tonight, and it'll be Aaron Thomas now. Oh, nope, substitution, classic Grays move.
Tonight.
It'll be number 23.
Michael Jordan at the plate.
First pitch into MJ. Count on 1. I'm just going to call him that until I figure out what.
Where is he? Where is 23? Come on. I don't see a 23.
He's come in for Aaron Thomas. I'm gonna check their like caliber game also.
Yeah. That pitch in for a strike, count 0-2.
Thank you.
I got you, homie. Little readies.
It's Orvat. He's a good hitter. The 0-2 to Orvat. Did it hit him?
Yeah.
No.
Huh?
No.
Did it hit the end of his bat?
So Orvat, one of those three guys who's above 300. He wasn't playing earlier this game, but unsurprisingly they've brought him in now, trying to make something happen. But Little ahead, the 1-2. That one hit, grounded straight to Sean Lane. It'll bounce up. He'll toss it to Little for the out.
What are you doing?
And, yeah, not a great decision. Sean Lane probably could have made it to the bag himself in time to get Orvat, but instead toss it over to Little, and that'll be safe at first.
I'm sorry, I don't understand that decision. He was right there. He was so close to the bag, but instead lobbing it to Little, who's farther away than he was. You gotta just take it to the house yourself.
So Jordan Little will face Detman now.
Guess that's gonna go down as an infield single, as they just failed to make the play there. First hit off Little.
That'll be a strike to get started. Little ahead again, 0-1 here to Detman, the shortstop. Orvat, the runner, on first. The 0-1. A ball.
Thought that might land inside,
I
but
thought so too.
this is still Detman at the plate, despite the hockey line substitutions that the Grays seem to be going for today.
There's someone coming in for Torres next, because that's not his number.
That's number 24, Logan Scully.
Scully. He's a catcher. The 1-1, bunted foul. Count 1-2.
I believe you are correct. He's a righty from George Mason.
Would make sense. Probably going to be a direct substitution for Torres.
You would be correct. He's their main starting catcher, 16 starts on the season.
Little readying for the 1-2 here to Detman. That one hit. Holzmer tripping over. Can't get there. It'll drop in the gap between the bases, first and second. So runner going to advance to third. That's Orvat. And it'll be Detman on first. Runners in the corners for the Grays.
Suddenly they got something going here. Just one out on the board and a chance to rally, bringing up Scully, who's pinch hitting for Torres, who's been 2 for 3 today with a double and a single and a run scored. They're just making subs to try and rotate through the roster, it seems.
Yeah. Little readying to face Scully. First pitch, strike.
There we go. Get in there to start. You know, despite 2 runners being on, I can't say Little's been having a bad inning. I feel like his pitching's been fine. It's just been a series of unfortunate events and a well-hit ball from the last batter.
That one, swing and a miss. Hefty swing there, 0-2. And it's time for Duel of the Fates.
I'm glad that you now know what that is.
I do, because every time I feel like it comes on, you're like, yes, Jack, playing Duel of the Fates on the music machine.
One of the best Star Wars songs. John Williams, a musical genius.
Little. The 0-2. Pop foul back.
You know how many movies and scores John Williams has done?
How many?
He did Harry Potter, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones. Like, he did all of those classic movies. They're all one man, one goat.
Interesting. Little readying the 0-2 to Scully. Fires. Ball.
Good patience from Scully not to let the 2-0 count to get to him. I just tried to type John Williams and instead typed John Scully, who's an American businessman. So I know there's one more famous movie he did.
Little eyeing the runner out on first. That's Detman. The 1-2 to Scully. Swing and a miss. Good stuff for Jordan Little. Shaking his head. He's nodding. He knows that was the stuff. So 2 outs. Runners in the corners. And a chance to take out Jenkins here.
Think straight, strut your stuff. Real quick, Don Williams on top of that also did Schindler's List, the Jaws theme, E.T. He's done almost every amazing film soundtrack of all time. He even did Home Alone. Like, oh, the GOAT.
So Little now facing Jenkins, who came in for Vandenberg at second.
Speaking of GOAT, Jordan Little's been amazing all season. I believe he's an all-star, correct?
Yeah, he's one of the all-star pitchers. The pitchers going to the game, we believe, are Ryan Sanders, Braden Jones, Jordan Little, Nick Del Prado. I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All unsurprisingly, if you've been keeping up with Big Train, those 4 guys have been exceptional. The 1-0 strike, count 1-1. Little. Ready? It's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Oh, my goodness. 1-2. When you were gone, we were talking about how they've got Ryan and Nick behind home plate. Not right now. Oh, no. They're there.
Doing the radar gun?
Doing the radar gun, and I definitely want to ask them what Jordan's throwing right now because,
Rumor is it's 3 digits.
yeah, that's the rumor on the street. The
Yeah.
1-2. A ball.
I shouldn't say rumor. That's what Coach Lopez said.
Yeah. He's like, he's pushing 3 digits. And I believe it. This guy literally throws so fast.
He was throwing like 95 in high
Yeah.
school based off what Perfect Game says, so I would not be surprised if he added some more gas to him.
And he plays for East Carolina, which one of the best programs in the country, a top 10 program, I believe, this year. I think they got an 8 seed in the tournament.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know if they got the 8 seed, but absolutely.
I think that's what it was. The 2-2 from Little. Ball 3, so full count.
Wargo really tried to frame that,
I
but
know.
just outside. Now this is a full count with runners in the corners and 2 outs. Pressure is on Mrs. Jenkins.
Little gonna switch balls. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Jordan Little. Oh, my goodness. What can't this guy do? A K back-to-back to take out Scully and Jenkins, and the Grays will leave runners stranded and cannot take the lead. And another pitching change for the DC Grays. It's going to be Adam Bogosian from Lafayette College. He'll be facing Sean Lane, who's leading off this inning for the Train.
Yeah, we're hoping he would get a chance last inning to make something happen, but sadly Schultz recorded the last out of that.
Oh my gosh. Michael is on the radar gun. Nick and Ryan have handed them the radar gun over to our wonderful GM, Michael. He's all over the place. He's like a player, a broadcaster tonight. He's everything.
Yeah, Mr. Oh, I'm going to try and hide in my office and do work the whole time. I don't want to get involved. He's out there doing Gangnam Style last night in the rain delight. Oh, gosh.
First pitch fouled off by Lane. Count 0-1. A ball comes in to even it 1-1.
People talk a lot about peer pressure and getting people to do drugs or do bad things. Peer pressure is Allie standing up and then me realizing I have to stand up now, too. That's what true peer pressure looks like.
Bogosian, the 1-1 to Sean Lane. A ball.
Yeah, Bogosian, a guy we've seen against the Train before, a pitcher who gets a good amount of run for the Grays. He's appeared in 8 games, second most on the team. He's from Brooklyn.
2-1 to Sean Lane. Swing and a miss. Count evens 2-2. A hefty swing from Sean Lane.
Yeah, last time Bogosian played the Train, he went 1 inning, gave up 3 hits and a run, facing 5 batters. But on the season, he's got 11 Ks and 12 hits to his name across 10 innings.
Bogosian readying the 2-2. Fires. Fouled back. Sean Lane lives to see another day on deck. Warren Holzmer in the hole. Clay Wargo. Just a reminder. If you haven't memorized the batting order by now.
I forgot to mark that last call from 2:35 about. Okay. No. I'm getting it.
So mean.
No, I'm not going to share it with anyone else.
Well, everyone heard it at home, so. Anyways,
yeah.
Bogosian, the 2-2 again. Does he find the zone? No.
Oh.
Sean Lane, full count.
Really thought that might have been a strike. No, I thought it was cool.
Oh, thank you. I do have range.
It was also funny, but I thought it was cool. I'm going to I'll keep it 100 with you. It was both.
Okay. The 3-2 to Sean Lane. That one well hit. A base hit from Sean Lane.
Attaboy. We don't see him go oppo ever. And we don't see him get a nice contact single often. Does both.
A huge way to lead off the inning, especially for a guy who unfortunately was 0 for 3 until then. Great stuff from Lane. And again, like we said, Warren Halsmer going to be at bat now.
Surprised they're not pulling the pitcher after 1 hit the way the Grays are going through their guys.
So they've actually, the Train, have brought in a pinch runner. That's our new guy. We forgot to tell this because he hasn't played yet. The Train picked up a guy from the Southern Maryland Senators.
We made a trade?
I don't know if we made a trade or if it was just a one-way situation because obviously they're not in the league.
But like trades, but trades are actually surprisingly legal in this league, which I didn't know. But we made an addition.
His name is Greenlee. He goes to Delaware. He actually pitched against us in the
he was
exhibition
good.
game. He was really good. And so I think the Train staff, the Train coaches were kind of just like, can we get him on our roster?
And we're like, come on, you can play for the Senators, which next year makes sense, but you can play in the league right now.
Anyway, so that's going to be Greenlee out at first, running for Sean Lane, and still Warren Holzmer at the plate, but kind of cool, a new guy.
He got called up from AAA, basically.
Yeah.
From the MCBL to the Cal Ripken League. No outs. Here we go. Come on now, Halsey.
Halsey already showing bunt quite aggressively. Foul.
Can you show bunt aggressively?
Well, it was forceful.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, bunt is such an unaggressive action, but you're right. He was very, very much showing bunt. He was great. He was one of the 2 D1. God, that means Southern Maryland only has 1 D1 guy left, and it's the Delaware State player.
Bryce Greenlee. That's the first name. I couldn't remember it.
I was like, who's the bearded guy in the dugout lately? Like,
yeah.
Who's
He's number 29. That's the new number. The 0-1. That one successfully bunted by Holzmer. Running is the infield. Camphausen will get there and make the catch. And a good run over from the second baseman. That's now Jenkins for the ground out and the put out at first. Greenlee will advance to second, so he's in scoring position. Clay Wargo drive something in here.
That was a great sack bunt from Holzmer. That hugged the first base line and gave Greenlee all the time in the world to make it to his base.
Clay Wargo, with a runner in scoring position.
Apologies for anyone who might have just heard that horrible noise that came out of my mouth. I tried to cover it.
Bogosian, first pitch to Wargo. Ball.
Oof. They had some late drop, but just not enough. Bogosian in some trouble. I mean, not even in trouble. It's a one-run game, and one run is trouble. And its name is Bryce Greenlee.
The Blue Hen. I love that mascot for some reason.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't dislike it.
The 1-0, another ball.
I'm not a fan of UMD because they took our we let our starting point guard go, our young freshman, because he was bad.
This is UD, you mean?
Yeah, GW let our guy go there because he was bad, and then suddenly he makes a tournament with them. It's like, come on. Come on.
That's like our two best basketball players, or our best basketball player is taking a 5th year, but he's transferring to UNC. So I'm like, you might be a national champion.
Yeah, but that's a move up. GW to UD
Yeah.
is down a conference.
2-0, another ball. Third straight ball from Bogosian to Clay Wargo, who did walk in his last at-bat.
Good work from Clay Wargo to be patient. Yeah, A10 on another level than the CC, Colonial Athletic Conference. But still, no hard feelings.
Sounds like there might be some.
A little bit. The fact that he got to go dancing and the rest of the team didn't hurt.
The 3-0 finds the zone. Bogosian fighting back, count 3-1.
Yeah, I knew that was a strike. You could tell that landed in, but no complaints. He had a 3-0 count. It's not like he had pressure to swing. Oh, I got Brewsters at just the right time. They closed down.
Yeah, I
Woo.
think most stuff closes down around the 7th. Bogosian eyeing Greenlee, but sends in the 3-1. And Wargo will take his base on a walk for the second at-bat in a row. 1 out. Runner on first, runner on second, and it'll be Colton Hegwood at bat.
Look, a walk there could be worse if you're Bogosian. Now you have a chance for a double play ball or even a force out at third. Now adding another runner is never good per se, but not the worst thing in the world. Pressure was already on.
So Colton Hegwood, he's got Greenlee out on second and Wargo out on first. Someone from the Grays staff and the catcher in the infield going to come have a mound meeting with Bogosian here. He is under pressure.
I love that that's our song that comes on for
We have
this.
a couple now.
We're getting so good, though.
We are
at
getting
this
good. We have
audio
under
case.
pressure. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I
The best was
go?
the rain delay, though. We played Thunder by Stevie Nicks.
When It Rains, It Pours by Luke Combs.
There was one more, too. Let me just type up songs about rain.
Lots of Sal head action over from our interns.
Yeah, it's Sal night.
Was that fun? Yeah, confirmed from Michael. He was having a lot of fun with the radar gun. Oh. We were like, you get to be a player tonight. You get to be a starting pitcher tonight, actually, and sit behind home plate. And then you get to be a broadcaster. You're a starting pitcher on an off day.
My favorite was before we came here, Michael was joking about having to play for the team. They were like, we're so desperate for people for the exhibition games, they're not 100% joking when they say they might put the interns out there.
Swing and a miss to get started for Hegwood, count 0-1. So Bogosian off to a good start. Just 1 out, and on deck is Luke Nowak.
Carcel, if you're listening, I can lay down a mean bunt, and that's about it. I can catch a pop fly, maybe, if there's no sun in my eyes.
Coach Sal, if you're listening, I could do absolutely nothing. So
You could lay down a bunt.
probably not. The 0-1 to Hegwood, another swing and a miss. Count 0-2, Bogosian, good stuff here.
Heggie struggled with Ks earlier in the season. He's got one tonight. A K here would really hurt as the Train have 2 runners on with 1 out. Again, that's Wargo on first. And the new boy Greenlee on second.
Yeah, and this game's still deadlocked. 2-2. Bogosian eyeing Greenlee. Ready's the 0-2 to Hegwood. It'll be a ball.
Good stuff from Hegwood to lay off that one. That was far and away. Nothing you want to be sniffing at.
Yeah, absolutely no sniffing. Sorry.
He could not smell that pitch in the slightest. Is that the weirdest thing I said? No.
No, I don't.
But it deserved a little burn. You're right.
Bogosian eyeing Greenlee. The 1-2 to Hegwood. Swing and a miss. Colton Hegwood goes down swinging. Luke Nowak now at the plate with 2 outs.
You know, the thing with Colton, I think that's given him the most strikeouts is his inability to follow that high heat. He's just been a step behind on some of those pitches.
And it's cost him on the season for Colton Hegwood. He's high on the train and in the league in Ks. That was his 23rd.
Luke Nowak coming up now. He's grounded out twice, once a 4-3, once a 6-3 in his last 2 at-bats. Can he keep the train alive here? 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position.
Bogosian's fighting back. He didn't get those first 2 batters, but he's gotten the most recent one. Sorry, it's been alternating. Apologies.
First pitch to Nowak. Ball.
I was going to say, what
No,
pitches are you calling,
I
Allie?
I saw it. It just didn't register in my head.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, they are down there with the radar gun. They've got it, like, set up against the fence, like, in the net.
They've also got a Coach Sal fan in the fence.
Oh, that's just the fan. I thought that was the speedometer.
No, that's completely a Coach Sal fan. I think that's Del Prado's. He just stuck it in there. Bogosian steps off the mound for a sec. Readying the 1-0. Comes in. Ball 2.
All right. Nothing really to think about from Nowak here. Those were both pretty clean-cut balls. Bogosian's got to give him something. Hopefully Nowak can take it to the outfield.
Bogosian coming in for the 2-0. Fires. Swing and a miss for Nowak. Strike 1.
I am also angsty. I've been fiddling with my South fan.
This train team making me anxious tonight.
Yeah, it's been deadlocked since they tied it back up in the 6th.
Yeah.
One of the lowest scoring games of the season as well, especially of late.
Ball 3 from Bogosian.
Bogosian just not giving Nowak much to swing at. On the season, he has only walked 3 guys, but right now it looks like he could tack on number 4. Or I guess 5 because he walked Wargo.
Should he walk? It'll load the bases and bring up DM Jefferson. Bogosian. Readying, eyeing Greenlee. The 3-1 to Nowak. Swing and a miss.
Oh, baby, this is it now. It's a full count. It's not bottom of the 9th, but it's bottom of the 8th. And that winning run's on second. Surprised they're watching Greenlee so closely. I'm sure he's fast, but his leads have not been monumental.
Yeah.
Did he steal 2 bases against us, actually, in that exhibition game?
No, because I thought he pitched. Maybe he was the guy who pitched and hit.
I
He
think
was that guy. He's that guy.
He's that guy.
The 3-2 to Nowak. That'll be a ball. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. It's going to be up to DM Jefferson. Oh, my goodness.
So looking back at that Senators game, where'd it go in my book? No, that's Dusters. Yeah, the Senators, Greenlee. No, he got 2 hits and scored once.
Damn. Good for him.
He was good. He was hanging with the train.
I was going to say, now he's literally hanging with the train every day in their dugout.
Jay chillin'.
Going to have a mound visit with Bogosian. DM still waiting for his at-bat.
They're gonna pull him. There's someone coming from the pen.
All right, let's see. We'll get a number to you when we can see it, and then we'll take a quick break.
I bet you it's going to be Tyler Allen. I feel it in my
Great
gut.
bet. Let's see.
Maybe that's just the ice cream.
Come on. Come on.
Tell your number. You know what? We'll take a break and bring you the picture when we come back.
That
Now on the mound, they've taken Bogosian out. He went for 2/3 of an inning, and it's going to be Stratton. Full name, Sam Stratton from Wofford College. So DM Jefferson with a chance here. 2 outs, bases loaded for the Train. No walk on first, Wargo on second, Greenlee on third. First pitch, ball.
Stratton's given up 12 runs in 13 innings, but only 6 of them earned. 11 Ks to his name as well, but he is 0-2 on record. This is the 8th pitcher we've seen from the Grays.
The 1-0 to Jefferson, another ball. That one almost curved in behind him.
Now is not the time to be working your way back into this. You can't really be struggling in the slightest right now. The bases are loaded. You got to throw immediately.
Stratton, the 2-0 to Jefferson, another ball. 3 pitches, 3 balls. Should Jefferson walk here, it would send a runner home.
I'd say I'm more likely to play in the majors than DM Jefferson is to swing here. There's no chance.
The 3-0. And that'll be a walk. DM Jefferson going to take his base. Coming home is Greenlee. The Train have taken the lead 3-2. Bases still loaded. Jefferson on first, no walk on second. Clay Wargo on third. And who else but Emilian Petre at the plate. Stratton.
So
not a good start.
That counts as an RBI for DM, right? Because he did bat that in. It's his second of the day, and the Train lead 3-2 behind his outstanding work.
Yeah, great stuff from DM. So that'll be a run for the runner, Greenlee.
Yeah, Greenlee putting up his first stat for the Train.
First pitch to Petre, strike 1.
Base is still loaded. All you got to do is get on base, and you're sending home a run. Just poke it to the outfield.
The 0-1, another strike. Stratton off to a better start here against Emilian. Count 0-2.
Good morning, Stratton. He threw 4 straight balls, now 2 strikes back to back. Getting out of this inning down 1 isn't ideal, but still gives the Grays a great chance. Should we go top 9?
The 0-2, a ball. Yeah, still quite a close game, and Train have taken the lead. But couldn't hurt to cushion it with the bases loaded here and Emilian Petre at the plate.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be quite nice.
Stratton readying the 1-2 to Petre. Fires. In there? No, they'll call it a ball. Count even.
Has Petre swung yet this at bat? No.
Nope.
Took 2 strikes, took 2 balls, and it's all on Stratton to try and get something in that zone.
Petre has 2 hits tonight. Can he get another? The 2-2 from Stratton. That one hit. Chops into the infield. Third baseman Buford going to send it over. Emilian Petre had the wheels, but they'll call him out at first. So bases were loaded. Can't make something more happen, but a walk from DM Jefferson will send Greenlee home, and the Train do take a 3-2 lead. We'll be back Jordan Little will return to the mound here in the top of the 9th. He'll face Diego Barrett, who is in left field after entering for Derek Booker in the 6th. First pitch from Little to Barrett, high ball.
Oh, I'm anxious.
Same, I need to stand. There's
Jordan
just
Little's been, amazing. I'm sweating so much, the Sal fan beneath me sticking to my skin.
The 1-0, another ball. Count 2-0 now for Little.
Jordan Little.
How many runs has Jordan Little given up?
On the season or
Yeah,
tonight?
on the season.
On the
Tonight,
season.
none.
I don't
Tonight,
think he's
none.
given up any. He hasn't. He's pitched 13 innings.
Yeah, I was going to say, I literally don't recall ever seeing one.
He gave up one, but it was unearned.
The 2-0, another ball.
Also very efficient in strikes to walks. 24 strikeouts to 6 walks.
Jeez. 3-0 the count here to Barrett. Can Little fight back? He fires. That'll get in there. Barrett was swinging the bat ready to toss it, but Jordan Little said, not so fast.
No, no, no. The Kimbe Matumbo voice.
No. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The 3-1 to Barrett, swing and a miss. Jordan Little, no quit ever from him, and especially not right here.
He's not done with you yet, Diego.
No.
Jordan Little leads the league in saves with 3. I think that'd move up to 4 if he wins here. No, they're not going to. As he gets the win, you're right. I thought he didn't have to pitch 4 innings to get a win.
Little, the 3-2, swing and a miss. Oh, my goodness. Jordan Little, I love when he nods his head like, yeah, I just did that, because he did. Fights back 3-0. Gets the strikeout. Oh, he says that's the rule in the majors.
Yeah. Makes sense that we'd have slightly different rules. In the league where pitchers pitch less. So he would get the win here, not the save. It would be 1-0 with 3 saves.
Up now, Blancato, the center fielder. 1 out for Jordan Little. First pitch to Blancato.
Oh,
Swing and a miss.
that was nasty.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, my God.
Nick cannot contain himself right now.
Wow, that broke so late. It couldn't have dropped any later and more sudden than it did. Beautiful.
Little, the 0-1 to Blancato. Broken bat. He'll pick up the ball himself, toss it over to Peyton Schultz, who's now at first, and that'll be out number 2.
For the flick of the wrist on the throw to Peyton Schultz.
I know.
He's swagging out there.
He is swagging out there.
That bat almost hit him, too. That was close.
Oh,
It
yeah.
hit his ankle.
So some fielding substitutions. It's going to be Peyton Schultz at first now, TJ Rogers at third. Lane is out as Greenlee came in to pinch run, and Trey Wayne get in right, which I think we already told y'all.
Last chance is Bufford. He's 2 for 4 on the day.
Buford, Buford, I don't know. I've been calling him.
You've been calling him Buford. Richard's been calling him Bufford. He's got 1 homer on the season. Another tonight would tie it. Jordan Little's got something to say about that, though.
First pitch, ball 1.
A win on Sal night would be huge.
The 1-0 from Little. That one swung on. Fouled back. I think he got a little contact there, so count 1-1. Swung on nonetheless, so count was going to be 1-1 regardless. That's me talking to myself.
You're good. I mean, you were good until you're like, that's me talking to myself. Because I was thinking the same thing. You just said it out loud.
The 1-1, low, almost in the dirt. Count 2-1 from Little.
We've seen him fight back from behind before. I mean, he was 3-0 against Barrett and then struck him out, so. Oh, God. That's just that curveball that dropped so late. I'm
I
still
know.
thinking about it.
Little, the 2-1. Another ball. Count 3-1 now, but again, nothing he hasn't seen before.
That's got to take a little fight back. On deck is Camphausen. Doc. Sorry, Dane Camphausen. There's a Doc in the league, but it's not him. My handwriting's horrible.
Little. Readying. Delivers. That will be ball 4. So Jordan Little, his first walk this evening, going to send Buford to first. It'll be Camphausen.
2 homers, 8 RBI on the season for Dane Camphausen, batting just below 300. tying runs on base. Winning run is at the plate, or not winning. We do have a bottom of the ninth to play, but to take the lead, that run's at the plate, and it's in the form of the 6'7" Camphausen.
Little one runner on. Fires to Camphausen. That one hit well. Gonna go over Holzmer. Wingett coming in from right. Trying to get it to third in time. He can't. Rogers gets his glove on it, but the runner Buford going to be safe at third. A nice base hit from Camphausen. Going to bring up Max Harper.
So now it's in the hands of Harper. Both Buford and Camphausen did their jobs. Now he's got to take it to the max. He also has 2 homers and 8 RBIs in the season. But unlike Camphausen, is batting .262. That was really well hit by Camphausen.
Seriously.
Now, any sort of hit outside of the infield would give them a tie game. Just
that one fouled. Count 0-1.
Just the fact that he swung on the first pitch. I'm like, oh, my God, he's confident. I thought he was going to send it out there. I mean, Camphausen hit that first pitch, too, so it makes sense that I'm on the edge of my seat.
Little ahead 0-1 early here to Harper. Gets in there 0-2 and 1 strike away from ending this game. Fans clapping, some getting on their feet.
Chance for the first win of the season for Jordan Little.
The 0-2, swing and a miss. Jordan Little. Oh my gosh, that celebration. He knows what he's done. Ends the game and the train escaped the Grays. 3-2. Great stuff from the closer.
Yeah! Oh my God. That just hypes me up, Allie.
Oh my goodness. Jordan Little is unreal. There's a reason he's a Cal Ripken League All-Star. And speaking of All-Stars, this is the end of our 12-game stretch, 11-game stretch. Nick and I finally have a day off. So do the guys. Tomorrow's July 4th, so they'll be celebrating. We'll be celebrating. It's a holiday. And then Tuesday will be the Cal Ripken League All-Star game. Nick and I also not going to be there. We've gotten word that the
Dusters and Giants will be tag team in that cast.
Yeah, Jesse Cook and Adam Gotkin, the excellent broadcast crews from the Crop Dusters and the Giants, will be doing it together. We will try to get that information to you all via social media so you can tune in. But Nick and I will be back on Wednesday when the train resume. But yeah, make sure to tune in to